How's it going, Radical viewers? Grimgay right back into it. More Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, and this wonderful, wonderful module presented by Wizards of the Coast, Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Of course, I say wonderful, but honestly, I don't know. I almost feel like it's kind of falling flat in my expectations here. Again, I'm not sure what I was expecting. We certainly are dealing with a lot of lore here between Xanthar's Guild, the Zentarum, and a whole load of new factions that are only based in Waterdeep. Lots of intrigue here. Lots of intrigue. And to be fair, we are only level 3. I think this campaign is supposed to go till 5? Question mark? I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember quite from what I read up. And it's been so long since I've actually read up anything. But anyway, welcome back, and it's great to be back. I am so happy to be recording stuff again. I'm so happy to actually record Red Dead Redemption again, even though I know I'm rusty as sin, both in my commentary and in my gunplay skills in that game. And I am so happy everyone is still so very much on board with it. I call you all radical viewers for a reason. That all said, who's all online currently? We have our DM, Hylock. Oh, wow, actually... technically we're all online, just some of us are busy or doing other things, like playing Fallout 4. Oh, well. I can't give him crap. At least he's not playing Fallout 76, which, words cannot express, what a terrible marketing idea that actually may have ended up being. Like, the premise of a massively multiplayer online Fallout game was floating around for a while, and it was a great idea. The execution of said idea leaves people wanting severely. I get the reason, I get the lore, I get the concept, but at the same time, the entire world just felt empty to me when I played it. And I freaking went all in and bought the whatever Centennial Edition or the Super Edition, whatever it's called. I am having some buyer's remorse, especially seeing as how the game's price dropped within its first week, which could tell you right out the gate, that's not a good sign for any publisher. That is not good at all, no. But I have hope. I have hope they add more and there's more to be found. I'm just gonna wait until I start hearing good things before I try doing that. And no, that will probably never make it to the channel unless it ends up being spectacular. That all said, let's go ahead and jump into the Discord chat with our DM and our lovable rogue, Stregobor.
Yo.
Hello, hello.
What's up?
Oh, not much. Just enjoying life as I'm half blind, unable to see on my right eye.
You really can't escape audio issues, can you, Grim?
Oh god, am I doing that thing again?
Not as frequently. I understood you completely while you were talking, but I noticed it spike up here and there.
Okay, well this is not as bad.
We're not saying it's because you're a bad person, but
I'm
we're
a
not
terrible
saying
person.
it's not a symptom of it.
I am definitely a bad person.
Hey, more.
Looks like I'm not the only one with audio issues.
Hey, what's
There it
going
is.
on?
Nothing. Just BSing, killing time. Actually, I'll be right back. I need to go grab something real quick and probably kick my dogs out of this damn room.
So, Hylock, what's up?
Not much. I've just realized that I've been preoccupied by a lot of thoughts today, and I've completely forgotten exactly where we left off, so I'm quickly reminding myself of that.
Yeah, we were getting ready to take a week of downtime so that way Strife can finish his gun, the rest of us can do whatever the hell we want, and then when we come back the bar's gonna be done. We just dealt with the orphanage, sort of. Not really.
Right.
Lots of issues with that orphanage.
Yeah, and then you have the other orphanage where you have the beautiful scent of sulfur in the basement.
Which I
Don't
love.
go down to the basement.
Yeah, I love how it got all of your
Right,
attentions, and I'm just like, I'm a warforged, I don't smell shit.
Right, and we had just ended on the note that the morning afterwards, you guys saw or the missing quote unquote noble.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now I know where we are. I was getting us mixed up with the week before. I kept thinking about the dragon. I don't know why. Okay. I am all together. Sorry. It's been a preoccupying day.
Striker Board does need to finish the safe for that dragon. Speaking of which, hi Strikes.
Hell yeah. How you doing?
Just contemplating life.
How's that going?
It's bleak.
Sounds like
D&D
a
makes it a
personal.
little brighter.
Does this one have a soul?
Are you Geth?
If he is Geth, he's still having audio issues.
Fuck
Really?
you.
Not using your voice changer?
Fun fact, that was on. It's still on.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, gotta love it when shit just doesn't want to work.
Hello.
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 Yep.
Hey, a cat.
Cute little eclipse. Good cat. Also,
And
I think I have a weakness for cats.
she got a shot today, so she's being more affectionate than usual.
Alright, I'll finally be nice to you if you don't do that shit again.
Sounds about right.
For at least a week.
Wow, a week. That's generous.
Well, her next shot's in 6, so I think she's got the upper hand here.
Hi, Jen.
They're on mute, or she's on mute rather.
No one wants to talk to me.
It's okay. I say hi more. Hi more.
Nobody wants to play with me.
I want to say that's a spot-on impersonation of me, just because everyone will probably laugh at that, but it makes me sad inside.
That's just mean. Why would you say such things about yourself?
Hey, because someone has to.
I have clinical depression.
Again soon.
We need the logic of the group. You're here.
Oh, okay.
You keep us sane.
What is logic?
I didn't realize I was the logical one.
Is the voice changer working?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Hooray.
This is racist. Elf is not more logical than dwarf.
The dwarf only thinks about drinking.
Yes. Because enjoyment. This is logic.
No. No.
One of those that cannot consume.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. We're all here, right?
I think so.
Yep.
Sort
I hope
of.
so.
Maybe. I don't know if I'm actually here or not. I could be off in La La Land somewhere.
Yeah, this might be an elaborate trip. We don't know yet.
That is also true.
It's very vivid
I blame
and
the
lucid.
drugs.
If
I
it
mean,
is.
420 wasn't too long ago, so.
Yeah. Grim, your entire YouTube career has just been a bad trip, man.
Wow. That's sad, since sounds like one of the few successes I've had recently, too. Jesus. That's actually wicked depressing.
Okay. So where we last left off, you guys had just found out the revelation behind a bit of the history for Troll Skull Manor, as it once was called, and
Woohoo.
had encountered another orphanage and had done a job for a rather well-dressed man, and had woke up the following morning noticing some postings made by the City Watch around the North Ward,
Notice that
indicating
he made every girl crazy.
Yes.
Oh, wait. No, you said well-dressed man, not sharp. Damn it. I interrupted you with a bad joke that made no sense.
Yeah.
And the City Watch had posted notices along the North Ward indicating one noble Hansburg had gone missing.
And we don't know anything about that at all.
No, absolutely nothing.
I think it's most likely that he jumped town. Nobles like to travel.
It's a possibility. I don't want to get involved in their investigation because that could be
Because we have
problematic.
nothing to do with it.
Yeah, exactly. We had nothing to do with it.
We know nothing. Because we did not ask. Which is prudent. Prudent.
By the way, I just want to know.
.exe has stopped working.
But if this were a Mass Effect thing and you were an Alcor, you'd just be the worst at lying. Deceptively. We know nothing.
Shiftily, I know nothing.
Shit from foot to foot. Sorry.
Lying through gritted teeth. I know nothing of this.
Yeah, actually, that'd be kind of impressive. Anyways, it was indicated to me that you guys were interested in taking another week of downtime. Was that correct?
Hi.
That sounds good. Circivore does have a couple vaults for personal use to make after the safe, so he could always, at least for now, take some time off.
Of course, my main question is, do we want to deal with the sewer children? Or do we want first, before the week is up? Or...
Well, I guess the question
Because
is...
a lot can happen in 10 days.
What are they is the big question.
I mean, what do we
Watcher
speculate?
Watcher probably came back with the references from the library and indicated that our likely options were hags, boggles, or chorids.
Why is everything in our
Right.
campaigns we end up coming back to hags?
Because they're prominent,
Dialogue.
Because
that.
dialogue, thank you.
Yeah, because dialogue, that's, okay.
I mean, I can't deny that I use hags a fair bit because they are interesting things, but
They are interesting.
I mean,
And
can you
disturbing.
But
blame
I-
me?
Don't think that these would be hags. I mean, hags run in, like, groups of 3 or 4.
Not
They're like-
always.
I have never seen them in larger groups, so...
Because he is not racist enough to use elf in place of hag. Same thing, really.
Which
Okay.
reminds me.
God.
Which reminds me, back onto the topic of the children. Rio did say he wanted to go outside of the city to look for his companion, which I ashamedly did not write that name down, apparently. I did, however, write down Alcoria Stonemarrow, the one in charge of the investigation, allegedly. And then we also have mystery surrounding that other orphanage that smells like sulfur.
And
Yes.
should all else fail, and we really just feel like we need to do something, there's always the infamous alley. Of that particular shade of color that we do not want to visit for any reason whatsoever. But
But last session, we were all for it, considering.
it's like, yeah, potentially dead children, haunted orphanages, more reasons for our manor to be a little more than just a little frickin' haunted. God damn it, Volo, you liar.
It's
Or
only a little haunted.
do we want to go risk death and mayhem down this particular...
I mean, to be fair, Vola was an expert on monsters, not spirits.
ghosts. Yeah.
That's true.
Of course,
He
he
was-
did buy this place because it was supposedly haunted.
And he
No,
was trying
Bernice
to
is son
make a
of a
book,
bitch.
so...
God damn it.
A little
Well,
haunted.
he originally bought this place because he was trying to develop or write a new book called Volo's Guide to Spirits and Specters, which would have involved both alcohol and ghosts, and this seemed like the perfect place to start.
That is
I
a
remember-
great idea for a book. I won't lie.
I
buy
remembered
it.
joking about that last time it was brought up, saying that I thought it was going to be the next D&D support module.
Yeah, no. No, but apparently they're coming out with another book on additional magical items.
Ooh.
That sounds interesting.
Nice.
Whether it's going to be AL legal is a whole nother story, but it is going to be coming out.
Maybe they'll actually give something to fucking monks.
Yeah.
Monks don't need anything. Give them
No.
a stick and they will beat gods to death.
Jeez,
come on,
I was
fine.
playing a Kensai monk last night and did like 40 damage a turn, so please.
To be honest, you don't even need the stick, but sure.
I killed a god for crying out loud.
I mean, like, up until you're doing D8s, it helps to have a quarterstaff.
Yeah, quarterstaff, longbow.
You
because
cola.
Yeah.
I do love monks,
See?
but that's not the point here.
Yeah.
Monks are broke ass shit, so.
So, again, do we want to take the downtime, or do we want to pursue
We
the
should.
children?
We should pursue the children first.
That
Before we
sounds
even
weird.
think
The way you
of-
said it.
Yeah, because a lot can
Yes.
happen in 10 days.
I mean, yeah. So we should go look in and investigate the children, go find out what happened to them or something, and then figure out who they are, what they are, and get rid of them, because they're causing problems.
They seem to
Problem
be.
child.
They seem to be minor nuisances at best.
Yes. At best, but if they're scaring other people or...
Scaring
Causing
customer is no good for business.
That's also true.
I hold up the code legal to strife and go over to public disturbance.
Oh, maybe have guard arrest spirit and take out of bar. This is problem solved.
No, we can't. How are you going to get a guard to arrest a ghost?
That sounds like his problem, not Stragable.
How are you going to convince him?
Wow.
Hello, this ghost is disturbing peace. You must arrest now.
right, sure.
Evict- He has not paid rent. You must evict now.
But that aside, Watcher is going to gesture with a hand towards Rio, implying that you should probably be the one to take over this deal since you seem to have a personal stake in it.
Well, yes, but that doesn't make me good at investigating.
That's what we're here for.
Does anyone in character know whether or not we could just get some water blessed or some alcohol blessed and just throw it at the spirits when they're acting up?
Probably at a temple.
But
Bad
does anyone
spirits,
in
bad.
character know if that would work?
I will remind you, they're not actual spirits.
True. They're not.
At least I don't think they are.
Does
No,
someone
they
require an
more
exorcism
demonic.
in the name
Not
of
demonic
Muhammad?
either.
Any cleric
It's
would
Fae.
work.
It's Fae.
It's Fae. Oh, okay. Then.
Stragobor think these dead children are too young to make such decision about life.
So, when Rio essentially says that he has no idea where to go from, I'm just going to mimic the name Elcoria Stone Marrow. Then I'm going to bring out a map and point towards where we visited that orphanage and hold up 2 to imply that's our second option. And then I hold up the third finger as I point to outside of the city towards the farms.
The mating
Essentially.
habits of Kenku are very strange.
That is where the word kinky comes from.
Hey, that makes sense. Anyway, well,
Alright.
yeah, I think we should go talk to that guard or whatever. I don't remember the name of the guard that...
Elcoria Stormmarrow,
Oh,
old
yeah.
retired guard. I'm a little surprised you don't want to talk to your tiefling friend.
Yeah.
I do, but it's far away.
I suppose. And we could go over to any guard station in North District and probably ask after that specific name.
So how far away are we talking? Like Phandalin far?
About an hour
No,
or two
no.
walk
No,
outside of the city.
But to be fair, walking anywhere in the city takes a long time.
Yeah, it does.
It's a big
I mean,
city.
we could go ask after the guard, but then again, he may not be in Northward right now. He may be in Dogward having a morning drink because he's retired.
This is good life.
Alright.
We're also assuming Elcoria is still alive.
That is also true. We are assuming that.
Yeah, but there's going to be
chance.
some paper about that investigation. I hope.
So either way, maybe we can look into getting horses to get around.
I mean, first of all, Waterdeep has a carriage system. Remember the horse?
But I meant outside of town.
Freaking invisible spectral horse or whatever it was. The spy.
talking horse.
Yeah, the talking. It wasn't
horse.
invisible. What?
Was it invisible?
It was a
Could
legit
be behind
just
you
talking
right
horse.
now.
It was a legit talking horse that was part of the Harpers.
I remember this moment fondly. I lost my head.
I just cock my head towards you as you say fondly.
This is okay.
That was sarcasm.
But anyways, so Elcoria.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds good.
With great resentment, let us go.
Do any of you know how to find it?
How come you only have one emotion and that is annoyed?
I'll have you know I can easily find a guard station.
I was not
So.
built with other emotions.
Yeah. If you guys are deciding to go after Bone Marrow, and Watcher is using his ability to find law enforcement areas, you guys are able to locate would be able to locate the Magister's Guild, I believe it's called.
Magister's Guild.
Yes, they are the other side of the coin for the City Watch, basically. I can pull them up. Where are they? Fuck. Okay. Let me open up my actual book, because Roll20 is sometimes difficult to navigate.
Sometimes, yes.
I wish they would include like digital copies of the books when you buy them.
Right?
But that would cut into profits of double selling the same product.
True.
And I really wish Roll20 and D&D Beyond would link up.
See? But that would be taking the advice of the customers, and Roll20 doesn't do that.
Ever.
Yep.
I think we're sitting here talking shit about them, all of a sudden we just get cut out of Roll20.
Try to
I heard
find
that.
us, you bastards! Please don't. Cut that out.
If I was Roll20, I would definitely sass me for like, oh, you've got over 3,000 hours on a free program? Oh, excuse me for not catering to you when you haven't given me a dime.
I gave him $20 for the player's handbook.
Also, they've burnt a lot more than just free players.
Yeah.
That is true.
Best free program out there, but never pay a dime for it, you'll hate yourself.
I've been thinking about getting some of the books lately, but...
See, the books I would say are worth actually paying money for on Roll20. I will say that much, but for their subscription service and all that, unless you're really heavy into DMing and actually abusing that system for it, you can do amazing things with it with a premium. Like, as much as I freaking, yeah, like that right there. Like, as
Yeah,
much as
speaking of being a
yeah.
sellout.
I mean, as much as I pitched freaking D-Rock and Seal the Ancient crap, he had some amazing setups for his stuff. Automatic traps that actually already just automatically rolled your dexterity or whatever for if you avoid it or not.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was actually really impressive. It's just... That's also a lot to spend money on just for fun little neat tips and tricks.
Yeah.
Do you know how much you spend with Theater of the Mind?
Anyways,
All
it
my
was
patience.
the Watchful Order of Mages and Protectors, the other side of the coin to the City Watch of Waterdeep.
Ah.
Watchful Order of Mages and Protectors.
Yes. Hear them.
I feel like
Punch my
that's
back. Your back just got punched 2 times.
it feels like the name of an old adventuring group or something.
Wow.
Yeah, it
It
does.
very well might have been, considering that a lot of like canon D&D characters now are built off old player characters from like D&D First or something.
Yeah.
I used to know Big B. He was an asshole.
Before he became hand.
Oh, no.
Gotta
you see,
hand it to you.
Bigby originally was a mage, you see. He was,
I used to
he was a
joke that the
fantastic
only
one.
girlfriend he'd ever have was his hand. Then he just took it too far.
So, is there anything that
That's
we
when he
know?
added the pinky and created what is now colloquially known as the shaka. Yes.
Bigby's technically not fisting.
Oh God.
Okay.
Is there
That's
anything
righty.
we know about the Watchful Order of Mages and Protectors?
As I said before, they are the other side of the City Watch. They are often partnered up with them in order to investigate any crimes that might involve magic. Which, considering that Waterdeep is home to 2 different magic academies at least, can be quite frequent. You guys have come across them once before, peripherally, during the quarantine zone, as it was their familiars that took out Rio's familiar when it ascended over the quarantine zone.
That asshole.
So, essentially, they're the wizard police.
Essentially, yes.
Okay. Alright, so if there's nothing else, I suppose we'll try to walk in, though, actually. I wonder how easy that's gonna be.
Shouldn't have any troubles at all. They have you can think of it as a police station combined with a guild hall, where it is possible for people to walk in and to even submit problems if they've noticed such things, or to, chatting is probably frowned upon, or trying to solicit anything, but you can certainly talk with a member.
So you're saying it is easy as Elf on Arbor Day?
The hell
That
is that
wasn't
even
what I was
mean?
indicating.
What do you mean by that?
It makes them randy.
Who is Randy?
Trees. Never mind.
You
I
mean
don't know.
rowdy.
Yeah. No, that's not what he means.
Ah, you are referring to arousal. I see now.
Joke is not funny if have to explain.
Well, I think that in order for it to be, it would have to be funny in the first
That
place.
is fair. That was not great joke.
Anyways, Watcher is probably going to look to Rio, essentially asking, do you want to take initiative on this?
Sure, I'll walk in trying to look for someone to, talk to, I guess.
Sure thing. They have a dedicated receptionist, let's say, sealed behind a protective barrier, but easily enough to talk to. Seems to be a young gnomish woman, who smiles politely towards you guys, but doesn't initiate any sort of conversation.
Good evening. I'm looking for, can you help me with the name, Watcher? I forgot.
Opens his beak. Elcoria Stonemarrow.
That one. It's about an old case that is causing trouble right now.
The woman gets a confused and mildly concerned look on her face as she begins to flip through what seems to be a roll of contact cards, and says, you said the name was Stone Marrow?
Yes.
Correct.
Let's see. Yes, we could send word out to her. She's one of the older members, but it shouldn't be too long before she can arrive here, if you guys would like to take seats and wait.
That will be no problem. Thank you.
Of course. So as you guys wait for the woman to appear, you guys notice a few other people going in and out. Of course, there is as the doors are flipping, you guys can actually hear that down the street some crier has begun selling out the Waterdeep Wazoo, the local newspapers. It sounds like a kid calling out that house Filund is seeking out people for assistance. And as you're waiting around, it's only another moment before an older female dwarf begins walking in with a slow step. She has a face that looks like it's been carved from stone to have a permanent scowl.
Oh, maybe not so good face.
Who glances only briefly towards the gnomish woman behind the barrier, who weakly and shyly points towards you guys before the dwarf turns her gaze towards you guys.
Hello.
Hi.
She nods shortly towards you all, and remains silent for a moment, apparently not one for conversation.
I'm sorry to disturb, but I would like to talk to you about this orphanage that closed a long time ago. Annabelle's Grave, I believe it's called. It is quite important.
You notice a look of recognition cross her eyes as she nods her head and says, "Oh, sure, how about we step outside?"
Sure.
I follow her.
Stepping outside, you see that she was actually not alone, but has about an 8 to 9 foot tall metal and wood construct apparently waiting for her, and begins to follow in step with her as she moves a bit of a ways from the door.
I'm looking between it and Strife right now.
Oh, you have one of those as well. Nice.
What do you mean one of those? What do you mean broken?
I never said broken.
He is very angry all the time.
You gave me great reason to be.
That's his default setting. We're working on that. Anyway.
So now that you guys have stepped outside into the air, a bit of a ways from the station, as it is, she glances specifically towards Rio, as he seems to be the one initiating the questions, and says, "And what about the house?"
Well, have you heard about this rumor about children with black eyes? Well, we found them, and we identified some of them as the children that lived in that house. Long time ago, 20 years ago, something like that. So we were asking about that case, how it resolved, what happened to the woman. What can you tell us about that?
I can tell you a little bit what wasn't on the record, or some things that were left out of the record. The woman we took to investigating under the suspicion that she had been working some sort of dark magic, or some sort of something that would the parts of Waterdeep, obviously. When we when we entered the house, what we weren't expecting is that it actually turned out to be a hag who was cooking and eating the children.
Damn!
Well then. Shit.
Wait. She was eating the children. You telling me that?
Yes. There we found some remains, and some other children were still alive, thankfully, and we managed to secure them and have them removed from the premise and transferred to another orphanage. One that was investigated first, just to ensure that there was going to be no further issue.
No children eating. This is big issue.
It is. And what happened to the woman? Did she escape? You catch her?
I was not the one to find her in the building, so I don't know the exactly what happened. But it's believed that she was slain. However, some residue magic from the area reported that it could be possible for her to have escaped into the ethereal plane.
Wait, what was she? Human or something else?
She was a hag.
Hag.
Oh, a hag. Sorry, I misheard that.
You're good.
Obviously, it's a hag. Always a hag. fuck?
Why would they eat children? Children are always sticky. Sounds very gross.
The average hag has been reported to consume up to 3 to 7 children in a single day.
How do you know
Hags.
this fact?
I read.
I get.
We've discovered that hags are known to devour children, or perhaps make them plump, or to poison them with their own blood in order to create future issues. We refer to such things as the Fey Touch.
Just so look to Rio for no reason.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I kind of turn my head and stare at Rio
Yeah.
as well. I think we all are at this point.
Yeah, I think so.
All hackers are female, right? There is no male hack or something like that.
There's a thing called a hag spawn, which is like the male version.
Yeah.
Thank you. I didn't know that.
Yeah, remember Bluto? You remember Bluto.
We all remember Bluto.
We don't talk about Bluto.
And what we did to Bluto.
And you told me that you were keeping an eye on the children, right? What happened to them? Are they okay?
There were surviving children. There was no sign of relapses or issues or prolonged psychosis. We did a follow-up visit with the orphanage a week after the incident, and it seemed like all children had made a complete and miraculous recovery. Seemed perfectly fine, and most were then adopted shortly after.
Are you knowledgeable about magic, I suppose? Do you know anything that could be happening? Because those children are appearing at night. Something is happening. Do you have any ideas?
I could take a look around the area. It could be possible that there is perhaps some trinket or object left behind all these years that is reacting or resonating to something now.
Huh. Okay, so we need to look for that trinket. Okay. Can you tell me the building? Do you know where these horrible acts happen? In what part of the building? Maybe the basement? It's always the basement.
Please
The
don't say
entire-
the attic.
The entire place was her estate for the time, so we're only able to determine that she hid the bodies within the attic and used the kitchen frequently.
Oh, come on, I cooked there.
By the way, I'm just saying this right now, so no one forget. I'm moving Rainer out of the attic.
He's
I'm moving
okay.
myself out of
Trust
the
him.
house. Any of you want to know something else? I'm out of question here. I believe I know everything I need.
I mean, obviously, orphan not allowed in bar, right? That was okay.
Yes, we want out orphans on the bar.
You'll remember that the bar was added by its next proprietor, Leaf.
Oh, so bar is not haunted. This is wonderful news.
No,
And
the bar
I will
is
make
haunted.
Bar
room
is
to
haunted
live
by
in.
Leaf.
Bar is sadly haunted by Leaf.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we have a
Okay.
manor that is haunted by children and a bar that is haunted by something else.
Yeah, Ikoria speaks up to
Come on.
says that the manor itself was once a bit larger, but had been cut down over the years, and that the tavern itself was added on after was converted from a common room for children after Leaf had added on, or from the purchaser afterwards.
Guys, we need to start looking for weird trinkets in the house.
This would
I don't-
explain the strange amount of fingernails I have been finding in the kitchen.
Oh no, that's me.
Your whole fingernail.
Oh god.
Ikoria continues saying that if you believe that this case is continuing to prolong, I will have to send my men out there to investigate the place as well.
Quick question: how would that affect our business?
It
I'm a
is
serious
my knowledge that you haven't opened up yet. Is that correct?
We are currently in the throes of remodeling. So if there was any other time to potentially do this without actually affecting possible business revenue, now would be that time.
I
you
can
had the robot.
I can pay a visit to the establishment later today and sweep it over and try to locate any residual magic.
That would be much appreciated. Just ignore the painting, and for the love of God, do not insult it.
Noted.
Yeah, we have a fair share of ghosts.
He's
I
mostly
hate that I
friendly.
say this. I hate that I can say that without any concern. Like, yeah, we have ghosts. That's normal.
He's mostly benign.
How many?
A mostly friendly ghost.
In any case, we would appreciate that visit. Thank you very much for your time.
Watcher
You are
is
welcome.
going to hold up a hand towards her, stop her for a bit, and he cocks his head towards her questioningly as he basically intones "hag," and then does anyone smell sulfur? Essentially asking if there's a correlation.
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Does hack has to do anything with sulfur?
Lucoria gets a mildly odd look on her face before her face re-solidifies into the typical frozen scowl as she is known for.
Let it go.
And she says, there is a record of something referred to as a night hag, which is known to have connections with devils, and devils or demons often bring about a sulfuric smell. Have you noticed such a smell in your residence?
Not Tataros, no.
I open my beak and start mimicking all the information of when all the sounds we heard as we were walking towards the specific orphanage.
That is very disturbing, my friend. You're just making haunted house noises.
No, I'm talking about the orphanage where we smelled the sulfur.
Oh, yeah.
Essentially giving her the rundown on everything that we heard there.
Okay. Yes, like the berry saying, we smelled that in the other orphanage. Very strange.
Lucoria tilts her head to the side slightly before saying, "That is strange. However, we haven't noticed anything ill-advised in that orphanage in the follow-ups. I'll have a man go over there a bit later in the day and see if there's any issue. We can't really find them for burning something unpleasant smelling, though."
I will hold her just for one more question. Essentially, when she said, mimicking her own words when she says, "I was not there to see it." Essentially asking who was in charge of that investigation, because we were directed towards Selcoria.
You misunderstood my words. I was in charge in the investigation, but I was not the one person to find, or I was not the first person to find the hag within the building. I went in with a team of men and scouted out the area and divided and conquered the area, as it were.
Smart.
May we speak with one of them as well?
It would take me a few moments to dredge up the old records to see who was on the case that day with me, but I'm not sure what your plans are for today, if you have the time for such a thing.
We are simply seeking more information. That is all. And an eyewitness account of what has transpired would definitely be valuable information to us currently, as that is currently our residence. And the idea of a hag haunting it is disturbing.
Fair enough. I will have Trixie send out the memo for the men and get them over here.
Appreciated.
And nodding her acquiescence towards you guys, she steps inside and you can hear her exchanging brief and quiet words with the gnomish receptionist.
I feel like as she steps away, me and the fucking Iron Giant here are just staring at each other. just not even
Can
moving.
Either going to fight or fuck. Well, let's see what they do.
I probably shouldn't, but I don't like. She hasn't given me any reason to doubt her. It's just I don't know. I just want to insight check her.
Yeah, I was trying to find a reason to do it too, but I couldn't think of one.
I only got a 16 or 17 actually.
17. She's been completely honest in her dealings with you.
Is it 17? No, it is 14. My mistake.
You're fine. She's been completely honest in her dealings with you. There is probably one small matter or minor fact that she has neglected to mention to you currently because she doesn't think it's relevant presently. But rather than that, she's been completely honest with you. And this is her companion, by the way.
God damn!
Big one.
Remember this guy in the temple, guys?
All too well.
I think Strife has piston envy.
The fuck does that even mean?
He is much bigger than you.
Size is not everything, dwarf.
I could tell you that. I'm 4'3".
As you guys exchange glances with the giant construct and words amongst each other, Okoye steps back out, nods towards all of you, and says that the memo has been sent out, and she should have a couple of the old members stopping by. One of them, though, so it might take him more time to find his way here than the others.
Ooh.
Okay, so to reiterate what we've just learned, it is possible we're dealing with a night hag because we never isolated what kind of hag our dear Anna was.
Always comes back to hags with us. It's always hags. Always.
Yeah.
Why? Okay, so let me get this straight. So now we're waiting for them to show up, correct?
Yeah, you wanted to speak with all members of the actual investigation that took place. I can't think of what the exact word is for it. The infiltration and elimination of issues within the apartment building. So
Yeah, that sounds like something Strife would word something.
Welcome back, Jen.
Thanks.
So this situation got complicated, didn't it?
Not really.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go talk to the crier because I'm gonna make things more complicated and pick up something on their quest.
Sure.
Oh, you're going to look for House Phalun's job?
We're gonna look for the missing noble.
No, we're not.
No.
The best thing you could do is get on that quest. Make it look like you're innocent.
Not gonna
There you
lie,
go.
that's kind of what Strife is thinking.
That's what I was thinking too. It's like, are we gonna help find the noble? Gotta
So
find
which
the
one
missing
of us-
noble we're responsible for.
Out of curiosity, what's everyone's charisma? I just want to know.
Jack and shit.
I usually play bards. This one has no bard.
Yeah. I may have a pretty face, but I can't win somebody over with words alone.
Charisma is generally my dump stat on literally every single character I ever made.
Oh my gosh.
The fuck do you mean I'm not charismatic?
That could be a better role for that too.
I just grab you by the face and start slapping you.
A face that only a mother could love. I mean, seriously.
God.
I am charismatic, but yeah.
I
Thank
feel
God.
like people who are really charismatic are sorcerers and warlocks. So,
I also
paladins.
have a face like stone, and
well,
it looks
paladins.
Hey, I want to make a charisma-based paladin. I really do.
I
The
did.
full charisma.
I have made one of those. He's a
I have
little
too.
frightening. Literally.
Fuck
'cause
your saving throws.
Charisma and strength-based paladin. I had. Oh my god.
I made Darth
Yeah,
Vader.
one of.
It was frightening.
Yeah.
But why do we need charisma? Why are you planning?
Well, essentially, if the idea is we join up so that way we look innocent. If one person asks most of us if we know anything,
You just shut up and let me say no, and that's it.
Or just
I
let
say no.
Strife,
No one else says
let
anything.
Strife be Strife and get out of shit without having to make charisma checks because he's good at that shit. He's not trying to intimidate someone. He's trying to just point out, no, I know you're full of shit.
So, Strife, are you currently approaching the newspaper boy then?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So we have a youngish human boy wearing the typical newspaper boy attire with the cap and everything.
Extra,
waving-
extra, we all about it. We got this missing noble who's kind of a jackass. Fat proprietor suddenly increases his wealth by 10 times. No one knows how.
Tempting, but the main he's shouting currently the front page article, which says consorting with Arcana, consorting with Arcana. Is there danger in the courts?
Is an Arcanic what made Strife?
wait, I want to read
You
that.
know.
Arcanum. Arcana. Fuck. I can't speak.
Arcanist. I like it, though. Arcanist.
Yeah, close
Hey,
enough.
hey, boy, I want one of those. How much?
So rounds around Strife and begins talking with the boy. He looks towards you and says, "A silver, mister."
That's a bit expensive.
It's printed word.
Ah, whatever. Yeah, I give him a silver.
I'm about to say it's
And I start reading.
For God's sakes, how much do you buy a newspaper for these days?
Yeah, newspapers are expensive these days.
Wait, people buy newspapers?
Some people
Some
do.
do.
Dude, I can eat with a silver.
What year is it?
I don't care. Thank you, and I will go read that while the Strife scare the shit out of him.
I wasn't
Okay.
gonna
Oh,
intend to scare the shit out of him. I just wanted a paper.
I'm not saying you're doing it on purpose, but
That's fair. Point.
So, Rio, since you have the full paper, I'll say this. The front page is currently a depiction of the Blackstaff and Lady Silverhand looking romantically towards each other with a sort of tabloid sort of title saying is their romance brewing in the courthouse, or courtship, or court.
Courtship in the courthouse?
Yes, thank you. Let's go
Like
with
a
that.
really weird band name.
Yeah.
Strife, are you wanting to continue investigating the boy, or
Nah, I got what I wanted.
fair enough? Yeah. So the front page is some sort of what amounts to basically a gossip story or a tabloid tale. The front page, gotcha, sort of thing. It's clickbait before there's
The
clicking.
Waterdeep rag.
Yeah.
you may say clickbait. I say inspiration for my novel.
God.
On YouTube, we just call it clickbait. It's frowned upon.
Thumbnail!
But as the boy had mentioned before, there is indeed an advertisement in the classified section coming from House Phylum, a noble house, that is seeking a band of adventurers to help with the subjugation of a chimera that has been noticed in the farmlands outside of the city. The adventurers would be due to leave tomorrow, and the Phylums want people to respond as fast as possible.
Hey, that's
Send
convenient.
a
I need to go to the
raven.
farms. How much does it pay? Does it say anything about that?
It does not list anything, nope.
I do like that one. It is convenient. I need to go to the farms. Single airport.
Poor fella.
Yeah.
Why are they reading this? This is drivel. This is terrible news story. They should be reading about how dwarf sold safe to dragon. This is good news story, I
You
think.
still have not made that safe.
I still sold it. This is two different things.
You may have sold it, but you have not made it, therefore it cannot be news.
Again, these are two different things.
He is correct. These are two different subject matters. He did in
I
fact
get it.
sell a safe to a dragon.
Oh, I get it. The next headline will be Dwarf made safe for dragon, right?
Dwarf drowns
See,
in ocean because dragon was hungry.
I like that
Otherwise,
one.
Ugh. You are all terrible.
I feel like he's gonna get us all back one day when we actually need a vault and we have only one person.
Stregobor! They're all after us. We need somewhere to hide. Oh, I don't know where to put people to keep safe. No. If only you had some sort of, I don't know, vault with living conditions.
With living conditions.
Put that aside.
What does he say about the noble? Anything that we don't know already?
The missing noble?
Yep.
It's simply putting out a ad for information about the missing Hansburg noble. Asking for anybody that has information to come forward and speak to the City Watch and so forth.
Too bad we don't know anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we still haven't gotten the pay from that guy, right?
You are correct.
Yeah, that would be.
And out of curiosity, what's the reward for information?
I'm so happy someone else is thinking like Strife does right now.
It doesn't say.
God damn it.
Knowledge is its own reward.
Because we can double our profits. Like, we get the money, and then they didn't put us to a non-disclosure agreement, so, hey, there's this guy that,
Yeah, but we are in bold. They're gonna tell
Will
us. We tell them.
immediately indicate all of you.
they don't have any
Yes.
proof of that.
I'm sure they
Oh.
do.
When you have power, you do not need proof.
That is true.
When you can make people disappear, you don't really care about the details.
That's weirdly true, but yes.
So you feel like killing a chimera? I don't know what that is, but it sounds like good for my book.
Yes, it is much like your goddamn lagomorph or mutant feline, but much larger, and generally much more dangerous. And yes, I would very much like to kill one.
You guys, here, I'll give you what a chimera is.
I know exactly what a chimera is.
I know what a chimera is.
I still want to see it.
I hear that you can find a couple of them down Many Cat's Alley.
Possibly.
Ooh,
Do you think I
ooh,
can make one of those, but tiny?
No.
I already gave you a
Oh.
two-headed swan. Shut up.
wait,
One.
I have misspoke slightly. I apologize. It's not a chimera. It's a manticore. That's what.
Oh,
Okay.
I
I
apologize.
mean, tomato, potato. They're kind of the same thing.
So many of classical monsters are just like, let's take 3 animals and splice them together. So it's fine. I mean, manticores, griffins.
Have you seen my cat?
Yeah.
Or my rabbit?
Yes, I wish it would die.
we love the rabbits.
You have no
Correction,
idea how many...
You
how-
love the rabbit. I do not.
I love the kitty too.
So, at that strife, I just opened up my beak, and from when we were in the sewers, in Rio's voice, it ate my cat. Don't tell Strife I said that.
Humor.
I make it appear. Don't worry, I had enough to bring it back.
This just
To be
occurred
fair,
to me.
you already said it, so.
This just occurred to me. I could use this specimen in experiments. Yes.
Oh, God.
Okay, I make it disappear.
The manticore or the cat? Oh.
Well, if I had the time to do it now, I would use the manticore, but since I definitely do not, it'll have to be the cat.
Well, tomorrow we go kill that thing and I place it on my book, but today what we do?
I believe we're still waiting on the rest of the team of Valcoria, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
In fact, as you guys... Oh, well, I didn't realize there was an actual player handout for... Yeah, there you guys go, for in-game. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Terrifying.
As you guys are
What's that?
What's with
finishing up,
that face? Come on, that's creepy.
it
It's me
just
when I
wants to
wake up in the
smile.
morning.
Yes.
It's
No,
doing
it
the
just wants to eat you.
both
You
are
want to know
things that
what's...
Strife cannot do.
You know what's one? You want to know what's worse, though? You see that face?
Yeah?
Supposedly, in some of the lore, it's supposed to be able to speak common.
Oh, that image in my head just does not
Imagine
work.
that speaking to you.
That thing is actually nightmare fuel for Strife right now.
Okay.
Ugh.
Imagine all that, but then imagine its breath washing over you in a hot.
Oh no!
Like it assails all of your senses.
Oh,
No thanks. I'm good.
Hello,
In fact,
Georgie.
since we have brought in the Manticore up, if anybody wants to make a nature roll or some sort of roll to identify what exactly a Manticore is or what its traits are, I'd ask you so.
nature really isn't a watcher thing.
Or Arcana. I mean, that's
Let's
also a fair
see.
thing.
Both the same number. I don't know shit, because I am robot.
Well, I read another story, so maybe a history?
Not a ranger.
You know what? Sure, Rio.
No, I'm not sure.
That's the best roll we've had yet.
Pretty much.
Everybody
That's just
doesn't
creepy.
know.
Well,
That's just that.
I've read
Nobody
they're
knows.
nasty, and that's it.
We're city dwellers, obviously.
Nobody knows what it is, but hey, we
I'll,
can go
I'll
kill
make
it.
a history check specifically about stones and vaults related to it.
Yeah.
That's
appropriate.
So appropriate.
Yeah.
Because stones and
you know.
vaults are in no way related to Manticores.
I mean, you could have read it.
Manticore ever buying vault, but
I mean, you could have heard of a vault made to hold the Manticore.
no. Oh, there is style of safe named Manticore because of spike trap, but
By the way, I just want to emphasize this. You rolled 2 natural ones in a row.
Yeah, dude, this is already a scary day for you for rolls.
hey,
No, it's
but
okay.
they're
it's
the-
okay.
I like these are the two things that like I wanted to roll ones on. Like sometimes
True.
just
That's
for the
fair.
RP, you want to roll one.
Rio, all that you remember from these beasts is that they seem to favor eating humans over anything else.
So you're saying dwarf is safe.
For no reason in particular, I do like a fucking ponytail so they can see my ears and say, "Ah, that's not human. Cool."
You're half human, though, aren't you?
Yes.
So he's half
Oh.
as delicious.
And I'm safe. I'm elf, so
Hey,
hey.
we don't have humans. Shit.
I'm not
We
even,
don't
I-
have any humans in the party.
I'm
That's
technically not
actually
even,
interesting.
I'm not even made out of flesh.
No, that
I'm made
is
out of
true.
steel and wood.
Yeah?
This is a morbid question, but if Jackson turns into a human, is his flavor the same as that of a human?
Possibly. But there's also a specific reason why they like humans. And
Would
that
he be
hasn't
doing
been
it
mentioned yet.
magically?
He would be magically delicious, possibly.
That's what I was. Yeah, that's where I was going.
Hey, I know prestidigitation. I can make you taste like human.
He really can,
Aw.
actually.
I
Wait,
can't.
inorganic
Disturbing.
material.
Yeah, I
Dips
can't.
Inorganic
into-
material.
Tips into a caster just to get prestidigitation.
Wait. I can make your clothes taste like human. So we'll trick him.
Even better,
Thank
you
you.
can make water taste like wine.
This has given me an idea.
Oh no.
Oh, I was already thinking about the bar, but yeah.
Again, MSG.
What about the bar?
Essentially, prestidigitation can change flavor of inorganic material, so he's just gonna use that on drink. But it's like MSG. You can taste it.
Yeah.
And
You
it
can taste
tastes
some
delicious.
magical stuff.
Just because you
It's
can make
magically delicious.
you can make an aged bottle of vinegar taste a little bit different, but still an aged bottle of vinegar that's gonna kill somebody.
Right?
Probably would, yeah.
I hear cocaine makes things smell better.
Possibly. I mean,
By the way, Strife, when you mentioned drugs, or Strikeborg, my god, we have so many S's on this team.
yeah, we do.
But if anyone does mention drugs, from now on, you're just going to see me do random intelligence rolls just for stuff. 13, would you say that's enough for a spark of creativity? Original idea, Hylock?
In
No,
making
I
a
don't
drug?
Essentially, my idea was to make an arrow that, well, essentially, you've seen in the handouts that you gave me, I was already kind of thinking of this, but if I can just directly put a certain drug into someone from a distance, that's pretty damn good advantage.
And possible blackmail in the future.
Oh man, you could do that to some of the unions around town. Be like, yeah, I have this this UA coming up.
I will
I've
say
been
I
studying
wouldn't-
for this drug test for a month.
Wait, what?
That's what some people say when they're studying, quote unquote, for a urine analysis.
But TLDR Hylock, chloroform arrow.
Oh,
And I'll go through multiple iterations of it, so that way I don't, hey, I suddenly have it. So,
Wait,
right.
experiment.
don't you have to inhale chloroform, though, for it to have any effect? And isn't it usually negligible, considering how much it would take? Would it actually kill you to knock you out?
Chloroform is actually on the list of poisons, basically. They
I
renamed
know.
it.
No
but
shit?
Mhm.
Huh.
Yeah.
Really?
They have an inhaled poison in there that just makes you go to sleep for 8 hours.
Yeah, because initial concept Hylock, I'll say base idea right now for what Watcher is going for is probably just going to be
Trank arrow.
well, no, that's going to be end result, but
Ah.
immediate result, because Kenku and creativity have problems. First one is going to be rather blunt as an option. If essentially where the arrowhead is, small warhead that has the powder, fire it at the face, and then inhale.
You could
That's
just take it
draft
literal, where bluntly it's just a blunted arrow that knocks people unconscious.
I already have blunt arrows, and they don't
I'm-
do that.
I'm pretty sure like the first arrow on the list that I gave you was a boxing glove arrow, specifically
Yeah.
just for knocking people out.
Oh man, you're gonna go green arrow. That's gonna be so dope.
I'm not going green arrow. I will
Uh,
not go green arrow.
The drug arrow is entirely possible with 13.
Okay,
Let's see.
so I have that concept in my head,
Yeah.
and
A
I'll
payload
keep working
arrow.
on it.
My god, you and Strife need to sit down and just frickin' go over blueprints and shit.
Oh, trust me. Once Watcher sees you with black powder, his options are going to open up tremendously.
So you guys have been to the street corner here talking for a little bit, going over plans for the rest of the day and tomorrow, when a couple of figures begin to sidle up next to Olcoria. And she points them your guys' way as well. It seems to be one human man, another female dwarf, and one the three of them begin to take stock of you guys for a bit before holding out their hands and introducing themselves. The female introducing herself as Mahir, the halfling introducing himself as Kondar, and the human introducing himself as Berit. The human is also incredibly old looking, like old man, got that old beard, but he's probably the youngest between the two dwarves.
Yeah, dwarves live a long time.
Yeah.
Well, you're the one that called him, Strife, so I assume this is
Yeah.
your show.
Greetings. We had questions involving a case you all were on involving an orphanage, a hag, and a bunch of children who were potentially made into meals. If you would be comfortable in answering these questions.
The three of them exchange looks, some recognition flowing between their eyes before they turn back to you and just nod.
Thank you. We're curious as to what room potentially within the structure that the hag was preparing the children.
The woman, Mahir, speaks up and says that she found most of the bones located within the attic. Kondar says that there was a warm fireplace in the common room below, what had been once the common room. That he suspected that the kitchen was mainly used for the cooking of the children. And Berert says that he had found her within the not the barracks room. What do you call an orphanages where they put the kids? The bedrooms. That's what it is. Not barracks. It's bedroom. God. Yeah, the dorm room, the bedroom, that had, he found her specifically standing over some of the sleeping children. So it's quite possible that they were cooked in the kitchen, or picked up from the bedroom, cooked in the kitchen, and dumped in the attic.
Wonderful. And where was the hag slain within the building? If slain within the building.
Barrett says that he engaged, but managed to push her out into the hallway where she got surrounded by Mahir and Kondar before Olkair could get to them. And they had cut her down, and they saw her fall to the floor, bleeding heavily, before her body flaked to ash. And they suspected that it was over, though Olkair wasn't entirely sure about it. She spent the next week or so going over the house again and again, convinced that there was magic that may have let her escape.
And what made them suspect such a thing?
Hags have been known to have been known to have a long list of magics that are under their command, and have also been known to have a strong connection to both the Feywild and the ethereal plane. So it's not impossible for her to have simply jumped planes.
I think I got everything I wanted to know. Anyone else?
So if that's the case, then this hag could easily come back and change locations. Right?
It's Barrett speaks up in his older man voice and says it's possible, but security around Waterdeep has been tightening over the years, and especially with where children are involved.
That's good to hear.
Watchers, go ahead. Sorry.
Still worried about that other orphanage.
So, children are controlled substance in Waterdeep.
The fuck?
God.
The Pondare speaks up and says that's not really the word we would give it.
You called them an it.
I called the act of treating them as a controlled substance as it.
Stragobor, they're elven children.
Why even bother?
But that little bit of joking aside, Watcher's gonna cock his head as he looks towards them and, in Alcoria's voice, say, Night Hag, and essentially just looks at him questioningly, seeing if it is a Night Hag.
Barrett is the first to be the most knowledgeable, and says that she did look much like the night hags that had been recorded in the book. Purple skin, hair as black as night, horns growing out of her head.
Okay.
Kinky.
And during all of this, can I insight check to gauge reactions and...
Yeah, that's acceptable. 15. All three of them seem eager to answer your questions and be honest. Barrett, who seems happy to answer your questions, is also starting to get a bit irritated. He doesn't really want to be here too much longer. He's most likely the one that had retired.
Okay. And this next one, and this one's probably important because it's going to indicate what I do next. From the research that I did in the library, do I know if hags have a ability to modify memory or to influence thought? Because, yes, they may be telling the truth.
But they could also be thinking that they're telling the truth.
Right. That...
Out of character, I'm aware, but...
That's frightening.
Right. Let me double check. Just to see what they would know specifically. Barrett is, of course, the one to speak up again and says that hags have been known to hold a wide assortment of powers, especially if they are known to be within a coven, a trio. And longest one.
I apologize, but I was asking you, the DM, if I got this information from the library. Watcher has no ability to ask this of them.
Sorry, my mistake. Yeah, in that case, I would say that it is much like Barrett was going to say. It's possible. It's typically reserved for hags that have studied magic much longer than others have, or have a way with magic that the other hags don't. So it would be an abnormal hag to be able to easily control thoughts or change memory.
Okay, I realize how stupid my line of thought was, because my thought process was if I knew they could influence thought or something like that, I was going to be like, okay, so can I check them for that? How the hell would I check them for that?
Turn to Rio. Cockhead. Squawk.
Detect magic.
I don't think he has that.
Yeah, Rio's really
Detect magic.
he's both arcane and divine for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know if that detect magic will work on that. I don't think so.
It'll allow you to detect a magical aura around them. You need identify to determine what the effect on them is.
Yeah, I would say that it is possible for their memory to be affected as such, if the hag was abnormal enough. If she was a named boss, Rio could attempt to find such through an identify or a higher level spell. But I would mention that both Barrett and Ulcoria seem to be their general stance seems to be quite sufficient with the arcane arts. So if one of them was influenced, the other should be able to notice.
Okay, last question. Do you have any advice on how to recognize these hacks in case we, come across them?
I think maybe horns will give it away.
Right.
Hags have an ability to disguise themselves, generally.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Hondor speaks up and says that if you see an elderly woman cackling and stirring a bubbling cauldron, take bets.
But what if they don't look like a hag? I mean, like, what if they
Shadow a very suspicious look.
Like, it's not a hag. If I was a hag, you'd probably know by now.
Would we, though?
I saw you making tea once.
I make tea, I don't stir cauldrons. I wasn't the last one to make stew, okay?
The tea kettle is actually shaped like a mini cauldron.
Probably.
Oh, these foolish adventurers will never know my secret.
That sounds like Smeagol.
Thinking of a modern hag now. Just has like a tea kettle shaped like a cauldron. Nice vacuum.
Oh my god! Hocus pocus.
Yes, come for tea, my pretties.
Yeah, the brooms are broken. I have to ride a vacuum cleaner.
And then there's this really fat one. She doesn't ride anything but a fucking Maytag dish fucking washing machine or something.
Alright, you guys, is there anything else you guys want from the Order of Mages and Protectors?
If we happen to come across another hag, should we contact you, or...?
If you contact the City Watch, they will contact us. If you contact us, we will also contact... my best advice was simply to get away from there as quick as possible, and then contact us, but...
When will we ever be that fortunate?
I doubt.
There's always the option of making a big enough flash and bang to get people's attention.
Well,
I can do that.
If you can give me the time and the money, I definitely can do that. I definitely could do that.
Anything else from them?
I got nothing.
I don't think so.
So, it was killed in the hallway. It stuck the children, obviously, in the main bedchamber floor with the children. Kept the leftovers in the attic and cooked them in the kitchen. Fantastic. So many choices.
Quick question. How many orphanages are in Waterdeep? And please don't say 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went over this before. I'm pretty sure there were 4, and then 1 shut down. Now there's 3.
Cool.
There's too much coincidence here.
Yeah, I was going to avoid asking that question because I was afraid of the answer, honestly.
I'm pretty sure I said that before, though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Tinker's Tools with advantage to make myself an aluminum hat, and I don't do it. I can't make an aluminum foil hat.
Watcher,
Aluminum
please,
foil.
you cannot wear my head.
Okay, new plan. You guys think if I detect magic on that, on a hag, will I see the disguise? That works? Do you think that works?
Well, hold on.
I
Let me
don't know
roll
how it is.
Arcana.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. I actually might know. I was not expecting it to be a decent roll.
Oh, I didn't see that roll. And this is knowledge on what exactly?
If he were to use frickin' detect magic on a disguised hag, would he be able to tell it's a hag, or just see that's using a spell to disguise itself?
Depending on the level at which it's cast, it's most likely just going to give him the image that somebody's or that person is using. I believe it's abjuration magic or illusory magic to hide their identity or hide their form.
That's good enough.
I don't know why Strife would know that, but apparently he knows that.
You're a bounty
Good
hunter. I
things.
imagine you've dealt with
That's fair.
magic.
That's fair, actually.
That works incredibly well, actually.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to know shit about magic. My magic is more like, oh, I can do it. And that's
Yeah,
it.
you
So-
were born with it.
I was born with this ability to do shit, and I don't know why.
Well,
I was
it all
born
started
this
with
way.
a hag that put me into a pot.
No,
I
it
just
didn't.
don't-
Shut up.
Dude, I'm seriously thinking you have repressed memories. Like Strife's gears are whirring. He's thinking that maybe you do remember, but you don't remember. You remember, you know?
I don't.
Exactly.
Yes, you guys
Exactly.
have discovered that there was a hag there, that she cooked and ate children, that she, what's the word, corrupted the others, others, and they were, the ones that survived were moved to the Red Lion.
Hooray.
Okay.
Also, there
Addition-
are 3 orphanages, and that's a very strange number when we're involving the word hag.
Oh, yeah, totally. And, jeez.
Well, this is not unusual amount of orphanages for a very large city, though.
Why are there not more?
Because they're
Well-
not.
We're just talking the North Ward right now.
That's even more disturbing.
I mean, are there just 3 orphanages all over
It's-
Waterdeep, or is that just North Ward itself? I mean,
That would be Waterdeep itself having 3, and they are all in the 2 are in the North Ward. I believe 1 is in the Castle Ward.
Okay, how about this? We go home and we try looking for something spooky. Then we decide what to do.
In Alcoria's voice, I'll come over and sweep the house when I can.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to wait.
Watcher's probably just gonna start nodding his head in that, just like yeah, you got a point. So we've crossed off Alcoria and those leads. We've confirmed that there's a hag. We've informed them about the Red Lion. The only other lead to pursue is to go back into the sewers and see if we can trace anything from where we heard the gnawing. I doubt it. Or we can go see if about Rio's childhood companion.
Well, did we ever abuse Stregabor's friggin' knowledge of stonework about where we spotted the children beneath the streets versus where it was above the streets?
Yes, we did, but the thing is, Even if we were to go there to where we heard the gnawing, which now I'm assuming is a hag eating the bones of a child, the dear old sewer cleaner probably already wiped away all evidence.
Well, that's why I'm asking above ground.
I don't think we should go to the sewers again. I don't think the thing is in there.
Okay, I see what you're saying. You're saying that if we know where it is on the above ground map, we can trace other openings nearby.
Bingo.
Okay.
Because, worst case scenario, the hag is still alive and still doing its thing, and black-eyed children are just specters of eaten children. Because hags. So if we could just centralize a possible location where it might be nesting or feeding, at least we have a better gauge of an idea of where the flying fuck it might be. That said, that's also a fucking night hag, potentially, that we do not want to touch.
No, we don't. And I'll also say, like, if we do have the information of where it is above ground, it's pretty much right next to Troll Skull Manor.
Yeah, who are we kidding? It's gonna be there.
Yeah, I was moving you guys on the main map in accordance to how you guys were moving, so you know it's around the alley.
Of course it is, because why wouldn't it be? God damn it.
I mean, that, makes the most sense. I mean, that was its original home, so...
Yeah, I was hoping it moved.
We do know a pair of individuals that might be able to move down there with relative ease. They're not fond of us, but, well, I don't think hags and rat folk are exactly going to go against one another.
Hey, Snow Beetle, I think they're talking about us.
Speaking of which, you still have that treasure map, don't you?
Oh yeah, we need to do that.
Anything sounds better than this.
We also need
plans upon plans upon plans.
We also need to hunt down that guy hiring an adventuring party to take on a Manticore.
And the one Obliteros.
That's tomorrow, yeah.
Fuck Obliteros. That freaking shark's a dick.
Something tells me... Well...
Okay, quick question. Are any of you good at investigation?
You investigate us.
I have a +3.
Yeah, I think Watch would be the best case.
You need expertise in that?
I needed expertise in stealth and perception.
Oh, I have a tip in there for a 2.
I have a solid 1.
Because I'm about to start looking around the house with detect magic, looking for something spooky. So I need someone who is good at looking.
I'll look around.
Yeah. Does someone want to look with me to give advantage? Hopefully we get a nat 20.
Yeah, especially since I'm the one that got the information of where it died. I definitely want to check out the hallway it died in.
Yeah, I'll be using detect magic as well, trying to look for, I don't know, necromancy, whatever.
Let's split up and search for clues, gang.
Yes.
Wow!
Nothing will go wrong.
That's...
Hey,
sad.
lucky number 7.
All my rolls tonight have been... Oh my god.
I mean, I'll look around, but if it's concerning the stone, I have advantage.
But the house isn't made out of stone, sadly.
The house is made out of stone. The bar is made out of wood.
That's correct, that's right.
And the bar is the new addition.
Alright, I guess we're all gonna do an investigation thingy, or is that what we're doing?
Yes, unless you guys are pairing up to give somebody advantage.
Are you good at those?
I have a 0 intelligence, so... 0.
Because you're elf.
God damn it.
Look who's talking, dummy.
I don't know if the magic is going to help me at all, but that's my roll. Hey!
Nice, solid.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright,
Come on, spooky childhood memory, come back to me.
13.
Yeah, why not?
So I want to just say, you can't depend on me this game.
It's decent. It's not bad, but it's not really great either.
You guys have been scouring up and down this place, moving around the workers. There doesn't seem to be anything that immediately stands out to you as something forbidden, something cursed, something magical, or something hag-related. Rio, you having the best of luck with this, with Detect Magic running, as well as investigating every nook and cranny you can come across. You're unable to see any sort of magical aura, besides coming off of the painting. but there doesn't seem to be anything that strikes you as, I don't want to say unholy, but you don't see sort of any magic aura that you A, didn't expect, and B, seems tainted or corrupted in any way.
So the manor is safe at least. Well, as safe as it can be.
As far as you guys have seen so far and have investigated so far, yes.
And I'll be honest, I doubt it would come back to Troll Skull Manor, of all places, for anything other than nostalgia.
Okay, next idea, I need help. I want to do a stakeout in the other...
That one I am actually going to combat you on, because this time, like, investigating our own residence, yeah, like, one person's coming by to sweep it. But you're talking about doing an operation on something where city guards are going to be involved in pretty soon.
I just want to take a look and see if I can see the gardener outside and see if he has an aura or whatever. From the distance.
Okay. So long as you're not trying to break in and look for clues.
No, I just want to see him, and that's it.
Alright.
Yeah, can I do that tonight, or we have to wait, or how this works? Just go by and try to see him with my detect magic on, and that's it.
If you're just wanting to stop by there, certainly you can do so. I mean, you guys are getting towards noon right now. You guys haven't, it's been a quick day so far.
Okay.
Are you wanting to go there presently?
Yeah, I just want to do this. I cast detect magic, I'll go there, ask for the gardener, tell him, hey, can you tell me the direction again of the farm? And I forgot, sorry, and that's it. See if I see something weird in him or my surroundings.
Detect magic as well? Or
yeah, detect magic. That definitely.
Okay. Roll me a perception then. If you're are you doing this alone, by the way?
I don't know.
We'd go with him, obviously.
Okay.
I think as a backup, but
oh my god!
Further back so that you know.
The rolls tonight.
Yeah, it's just any time I don't need a fucking one. Yeah.
Jeez.
So you skate, or you guys move past the Red Line Orphanage. Rio separates from you guys just a little bit into the pocket that they are in, and sees the dwarven gardener hard at work watering some of the flower beds directly outside of the mansion, or the mansion. He points you guys back outside the city towards the Undercliff area, which is these farms over here. With a peculiar look on his face as Rio stumbles his way from the question, a bit nervous it seems, before he points you towards the Undercliff.
Okay, so, and I see nothing, I suppose.
Yeah, sorry. There's nothing new. Ground is freshly wet, and it doesn't smell of sulfur anywhere around here. It just smells like a large amount of lavender.
Okay, I just apologize for the inconvenience and continue my way to the house, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know what are we doing tonight.
What is the plan? Where are you guys heading towards next now that you've stopped by the Red Lion Orphanage?
Well, the only lead Rio really has left is Undercliff, and to visit her, but I doubt she's going to have anything, I'll be honest.
I just want to pass by after we kill the Manticore or whatever, since it's kind of on the way.
We're not killing a Manticore.
Why not?
Why? Yeah, exactly. Why not?
Yeah, I'm not sure Moore's reasons, but I would mention that the advertisement was specifically for the subjugation. So they could be killing, or they could be captured.
That is also true.
Whatever, we're capturing a Manticore.
You make it sound so easy.
Yeah. It sounds easy,
Oh, come on. You guys are, what, level 3 now? You got this. You got this.
Yeah, and a gunslinger with no guns.
So says the DM.
How much rope do we have? Do we have any that's actually
50
strong?
feet per person here. I have silk rope.
By the way, I'll remind you, I don't have rope.
Oh.
Mhm.
Okay.
You have string.
That's not going to be useful, and you know it.
Oh, I don't know. I could get kind of inventive with string as sticks.
I can get inventive with string as well when I play rogue, but it's like, in this case, no.
Maybe the Manticore has feline tendencies and just needs a ball of string.
Let's just get him a box. A giant
Just
box.
stay in the box, yeah.
Yeah, we've captured the Manticore!
Right, we have a dwarf that
Strike a bar.
lives
We need
making
vaults.
giant fucking metal boxes.
Exactly! Make a giant box. Metal box for this Manticore that we could shut the door on him on. You know, you stick it upside down, then you just close the lid.
Now, look what needs a vault all of a sudden.
I don't
Much
need
less
one!
sassy now.
Like I said, I don't need it. I said we could use it, but it's not me saying I need a vault.
As you scream out everything, I cut out most of what you say, so that way you just hear, I need a vault!
Exactly. Because everybody's a fucking douche, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like the dwarf has rubbed on us too much.
Yep.
But...
Because the elf and dwarf fight all the time, and that's it.
They will have a dwarf one day.
Never.
Never. But, in all seriousness, what exactly is our next plan? Next course of action?
Well, we don't know if Hag is alive or not. Maybe get cleric to make dead children's spirit go away. Don't know. Stregobor needs to go work on Volva.
Wait a second. We saw 3 dead children, right? Well, 3 ghosts. Only 3, right?
When I fired the phosphorus arrow, it passed by the head of the first child, which immediately began to dissipate upon being in contact with light, and then behind it were a bunch of shadowy whatevers.
Yeah,
Those-
but we only saw 3 children.
Correct.
Only 3. Fuck.
Oh, God knows how many victims.
Yeah, but those are not victims because I know one is alive, which is me, and the other one I think is alive, which is the tiefling girl. So the third one must probably be alive as well. And I know some creatures like to hang out in trees. And pairs. Well, threesomes? I don't know. Fucking hacks, man.
Gotta
Fly
love the
hacks.
magics of 3.
Yeah, everything is in the trees. Fuck trees.
Hey, I love 3, dog. Screw off.
I mean, if you think about it, even the place you guys lived in was a name of 3, Troll Skull Manor. And you guys didn't fix that problem at all by going with Hammer and Quench Tavern.
It's 4 though, so.
Those are 4?
And isn't included. It's a what's the word? A bonding word.
This is what we call stretching for straws.
Be afraid, damn it.
Why hacks? Why you have to choose hacks? Come on.
Hey.
Hags are really good roleplay
Hags
wise.
Yeah, they are. They're
Uh,
great boss monsters.
Yeah, but they are not good to be involved with.
To not speak out of character at all, you can't blame me for the hag. That wasn't my doing.
Yeah, I kind of pitched it to Hylock.
Okay, I blame you then.
Hey, what can you do?
So what's the plan? Killing or not killing Manticore? Come on.
Well, the
Gonna be fun.
Manticore, we're just signing up for
Capture.
now. We are doing that tomorrow.
Oh, we are. Okay.
Okay.
And tonight, what we do? Lolly?
Tonight we do the same thing we always do, Brain. Plan to take over the world.
Make Volt.
Yeah, Strags needs to make a vault. Strife is going to begin construction on a gun, probably.
And we're going to move Never Ember out of the attic.
Move out, never ever
Oh, yeah.
out of that attic.
I mean,
Where are you gonna move him to?
Uh,
You gonna bunk beds with somebody?
To be fair, well, I mean, again, the room that connects to Watcher's Tower isn't technically occupied yet, so that is an option.
I mean, yeah, if we're not doing anything else for the rest of the day or tonight, fuck yeah, I'm just probably gonna take the materials I purchased and maybe visit a fucking smithy and ask if I can borrow their forge for a while.
You guys wanted to sign up for the subjugation force for the Manticore, correct? Or you want to ignore
Yeah.
that?
Yes.
I
Love
think we're
the
just gonna
right
sign
to
up
that.
for that.
Subjugation force, love it.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
hope that means kill, because if not, that's going to be hard.
So,
No,
are
we're capturing.
you guys just sending an envoy, one of you guys, to go to House Phylund and register for it, or are you all going together?
Well, Strife is gonna be hunting down for a smithy that's will let me use his forge all night, so yeah,
Those
there's
that
that
aren't
possibility.
doing anything on the side are going, I guess, to...
Okay, so Strife is going to be preoccupied, beginning...
Will tell you that he knows a smithy that allows people to work on it at night, and he followed me over there. I'm like, oh, but I'm using it, so fuck off.
Gonna
You
use
do
it for
have-
practice.
You do have a smithy in the Troll Skull Alley, like across the street from you guys, if you want to knock at their door and ask to borrow theirs for the night.
I definitely do.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it's the, I want to say the Steam and... Fuck, I need to double check what they are now. It's been so long since you guys have interacted the actual alley itself.
This episode has been brought to you by IBC Root Beer.
That's actually good root beer. But Steam and Steel. It's managed by the two Genasi, Embic and Avi. Fire and water Genasi.
Kinky.
Yeah. You're not wrong. Anyways,
What?
that's why it's called the Steam and Steel.
God damn it. I thought it was
Where
for
do you think the steams come from, huh?
The Kenku.
Yep. That's it.
So Strife is going to be preoccupied. It sounds like Strugglebore is going to be preoccupied continuing on with his vault planning and construction.
Dragon Volt.
Dragon Vault, yes. Watcher, are you doing anything then? Or are you the Phylund thing somehow?
Yeah, because I'm not really one to be able to communicate that. I mean, if Shadow wants someone else to accompany her, then I'll go. But my original plan was to head back over to the offices and because. Well, do the offices have a thing of Tinker's tools which allow use of? Because I'll be honest, I've looking through my inventory. Of all the things that I have, Tinker's tools have not been one of them.
Well, you don't have them built into you like I do?
Eh.
Your offices do have a Tinker is allowed use, not going past an hour at a time. If I say hour at a time, sorry. If somebody else is looking to use it, since it is a small organization, most people will, out of politeness, limit themselves to an hour.
Okay. Actually, before I do that, because I don't have the resources to make a drug arrow yet.
You have powdered cerebral fluid.
I have
That'll
an
work.
idea for that I'm pretty sure you're going to say no to, no matter how I try to sell it. But that aside,
Now I'm curious.
Essentially, because Mind Blank is such a fucking useful spell, but it's so expensive. I was thinking that if I could make an injection arrow or something like that and use the cerebral fluid, it might help us. It doesn't have the same effect as Mind Blank, but at the very least, it might shield us from it.
I would probably say that there could be an effect associated with it like that. I would also probably say it's incredibly delicious to all the lithids, but, we'll work on that.
Oh god. But before that, I'm gonna roll an intelligence check to see if I can come up with... I have this idea in my head. 10... Wagner. Huh.
Wagner. So, Wagner is assisting you. You have advantage.
With a 10, I'm probably gonna say it's tickling the back of my skull, but I don't have the drive or idea for an arrow to fire into water, so I'm probably gonna just go with Shadow then.
Okay. Shadow, you going for the Phylund event or not?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Rio, are you joining them or are you doing your own thing? Got it. He must have stepped away. So Shadow and Watcher and possibly Rio, depending on what he says, if he gets back in time. You guys can find your way towards the House Phylund as there were basic directions given when it came to the advertisement, but also Shadow is just knowledgeable about that whole sect, so she can find her way there quite easy.
I don't know what I'm doing tonight, but I guess I'll go with her, so I'm going to join the party.
There we go.
I'm just quiet.
We were asking you questions, but you weren't responding.
You were?
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry.
You're good. Okay, so the trio of you guys showing up to House Phylund.
My god, 3.
It exists. You can't escape it. God, if you think about it, we started this game with 6. That's 2 3s. Oh my god.
God. What does it mean?
We're all hags.
Deep inside, we all are.
Well, didn't want to say, but look at you.
Look
At least one of you is part hag. Let's be fair here.
I certainly am craving children suddenly.
I need an adult.
So you guys can show up to House Phylund. It seems they've set up a watch outside of their house to welcome in or take note of all of the people registering for the quest. The man outside, standing in full armor, looks like he may have once been part of the City Watch, but has either stepped away from it or not. But considering the colors that he's wearing under it, but has a clipboard with him and looks down his nose a little bit towards you guys and says, "Are you here for the Manticore subjugation?"
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Manticore subjugation.
Oh.
Yes, that's what we're doing.
Misheard that one.
What did you think it was?
Eh?
You said the magic war subjugation.
Oh.
I think that one would actually be well out of our league.
Yeah.
The man glances down at his clipboard and says, first off, a round of questions. Do you have any... Is it just the 3 of you?
No, there's 2 others.
You see him start scribbling away at his clipboard. Are there any humans in your party?
No.
Ugh.
Have human counts?
We'll keep a note of it. Do you have anyone that wears heavy armor?
Well,
I mean, technically he is the armor, but he's not that heavy.
we're gonna go with yes, I think.
I was gonna say yes.
The man frowns a bit, but makes a note of it as well. And you're able to respond at dawn tomorrow.
Of course. We'll be here.
I can't wait to see what you give Hylock that makes us unable to honor that promise.
Yeah, exactly.
He makes a few other notes on his clipboard and says, well, you're the first party that hasn't had anything immediately disqualifying you.
Okay.
If
Lucky
you
us.
stick to your word, show up here at dawn, you'll be assigned to you'll have two other groups traveling with you to make it quite a bit safer. Your quest is to subjugate a Manticore that has been begun terrorizing the local farms outside of the city. We are asking for your subjugation of this creature, your defeat and capture of the living creature without wounding it too much.
Mm-hmm.
Out of curiosity, when he says the farms, does he mean Undercity or Undercliff?
He means that area, yes.
Ah, huh.
Convenient.
You
The
never know.
Manticore is a hag.
No, my childhood friend is
familiar.
not a hag, and I'm also not a hag. Shut up.
You have hot tag. No, I'm kidding.
No, I'm not.
I-
Also,
I-
oh yeah, questions. Questions for the guy. Are you going to provide any help to subjugating the Manticore? It's not an easy task to not kill it, you know? Like,
Yes,
I don't
the
know.
two groups assigned with you will assist in the subjugation.
Okay, how about payment?
Payment will be rendered onto you afterwards, depending on the quality of the specimen that you bring back and how damaged they are. Depending on the pay, or depending on the result, the pay can vary between 200 or 300 gold.
Okay, I got nothing else. Anyone?
Actually, not for him. Hylock. You said that Drower in the city and Estes is an alchemist. Out of curiosity, how easy is it to get drow poison?
Well, you haven't asked Estes yet what her specialty is, or what if she could provide it for you.
So,
You'd have to go through some back alleys and maybe do some underdealings to get specifically drow poison, but it is possible.
so what you're saying is it's racist to walk into a dark elf establishment and ask for drow poison.
Yes. It might get you somewhere.
Fair.
You could ask Strife when you have a moment.
The thing is, I don't really have the words to ask. Oh, drow poison.
True.
And technically, I don't even know Estes is in the city. Watcher hasn't met Estes, Embrick, or Abby. Actually, no, that's unfair. I probably would have met Estes because I bought my alchemist supplies.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you guys don't have any questions about the quest or anything for the guard of House Filund, he would give you guys a handshake each and remind you to show up here at dawn.
Alright.
Cool.
Perfect. Alright, you guys can return back to the base of operations, the HQ, as it were. And I think most everybody's out for the night, or out for the rest of the day, unless somebody I think so, right? Strife, you were doing were you doing an all-day thing in Shagabor? Or the rest of the day thing?
Yeah.
All day and potentially all night if they'll let me, and I'll actually, around dawn, be heading back to the manor anyway.
Then do the three of you have anything in particular you'd like to get done, or would we simply like to jump to the morning, or the night, or what have you?
Depends on how much work I can get done on my two current pet projects.
I have nothing.
I have nothing either.
I mean, I'm going to ask this more so that in the hopes that while we're discussing Strife comes, because, like, I'll be honest, Watcher right now probably wouldn't ask Strife anything about that. He knows he's a bounty hunter, but not much more than that. So
You do
essentially
know
Strife-
I talked to a very, very shady Dragonborn.
right, Maul.
Mm-hmm. Maul.
Maul's a very helpful man. For the fee of a favor.
But I'll trust Maul with a favor more than I will trust some fucking dwarf.
You haven't seen Solomon in a long while.
I don't think we want to see Solomon again.
Nah.
Okay. Reminding me that of Maul. Well, yeah, first I'm gonna just ask the two of you, essentially in that guard's voice, are you here for the subjugation of the Manticore? And just cock his head as he says subjugation again, asking, do any of you have a specific idea for that?
No.
It can't run or fly away with no hands and no wings.
You're not here.
Well, see, that's
Cut down.
That's right out there with frickin' stripes. I have an idea moment.
Anybody have a
I
sleep
have
spell?
nothing.
I
Nope.
don't have sleep.
Well, good fucking luck, kids.
Sleep
Better
is
get
such
some
a
nuts
good
and
spell.
or
I
nets
can't
and rope.
really learn sleep. I can learn one wizard cantrip, and that's about it.
Sounds like you guys need some nets and rope.
Yep.
Right, nuts, rope,
And that's actually what
sleeping
that.
poison.
And speaking of nets and ropes, that was actually what my intelligence roll was for. I was thinking of making essentially a net arrow, but I got no ideas for that.
Should we? Is there a?
The most horrific thing a DM can do to a party: tell them that they're not allowed to kill something.
Yeah,
It's true.
I mean, to be fair, there's a way around that mechanically.
There is
Bring
killing
it to the
that.
brink of death and bring it back,
Yeah,
Batman style.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that we were told that if it's not in too bad of a condition, we'd get paid 600 to 500 gold. If it's too injured, they just might not pay us.
Well, that's why you
Wait,
heal
wait.
the fuck out of it before you ship it off.
yeah, exactly.
Wait, did I say 600 to 500?
Yes, you did.
No, I heard
No, I'm
2
kidding.
to 3.
Yeah, I heard 200 to 300.
Okay, I'm sorry, I boosted that number way up.
Worried me there for a second. I don't remember promising that.
It was the 3. I couldn't stand hearing it.
Yeah, we needed something more than 3, so 4.
Okay, let's be honest here. 200 gold is better than nothing, so it is better to bring it nearly dead than don't bring it at all. Also, I don't want to die trying to capture it.
Watcher's probably gonna cock his head also at that and mention the 2 other groups.
Yeah, there are
Yeah.
2 other groups helping.
Let's buy some chains and ropes and see what we can do.
Giant
we're gonna have
manticore-sized manacles. Manticles, if you will.
Son of a bitch.
Can we
Is
bring
there-
like chains, metal chains for Manticore?
Wait.
We can buy chains.
Big metal man. You how much do you weigh? Maybe you just grab onto it and it can't fly.
Wait,
So
you
are
at
we
the same
saying that
smithy on
they're-
that?
Here's an idea. What if we buy
I don't even weigh 200 pounds.
a potion that will reduce this creature to the size of like a cat?
I don't have the spell yet.
You need a lot of money for that.
Wait, that does give me a dumb
So-
idea.
Yeah, that's
Just like all of Metal Man's idea.
So, as the 3 of you guys are discussing your short plans, or plans shortly in the company of the tavern, with Never Ember studiously going over some paperwork, as a good steward should, there is a brief knock at the door frame, something familiar to you guys as you look over and spot Nevercott, JB Nevercott, the somewhat well-dressed man that owns the Never-Caught Haberdashery, who you guys had recent dealing.
Right.
If he didn't run a haberdashery.
Yeah.
I don't remember that guy.
Yeah, he's the guy that, Mr. Handkerchief.
Cool.
Somebody
yeah,
went
yeah.
missing after you guys helped him. That's
What?
that
No, we
guy.
didn't. No,
I don't know anything about that. No,
but
I don't
he
know what
did
you're
say
talking
that
about.
he'd pay us for he'd give us a generous donation for the construction of our bar. So I'm probably gonna move up and take a look.
Yeah, he looks like a man you can trust, right?
No,
No, not at all.
Well, I trust everybody, so sure.
but he owns a haberdashery, so I have to trust him. Damn it!
Yep.
Out of habit.
So he happily slides into the tavern with a large sack of gold that he'll slide over to the first person he sees, which seems to be Watcher, who approaches. And hefts it up onto the table and says, "Well, it's good to see you. Well, most of you. It's thank you for the work you've done for me."
Watcher opens his beak. What work?
Good, good.
No, nothing of any work.
Well, in line with that, actually, there is something else I was hoping to ask you guys to do if you happen to have time.
Give me a second.
You are taking the time of Stragobor, make a revolt for the dragons.
You're not here.
What would this work entail?
It's just in fact, if I were to think about it, I think this kind of work might be a bit beneath you. But really, you're the only contact I can use for this job. It's just a delivery of a bit of a package, some papers, with some rather scandalous information, if I do say so myself. I just need you to deliver it onto the death of JJ, the Waterdeep Wazoo, here in the North Ward. Just get it on his desk. But the hitch is that he can't know that it was put there by anybody, and he can't know who it was written by, anything like that. I just need you to drop it off and get out before being seen.
Easy.
Sounds easy enough, right? I don't know.
Well,
It's
at
just
least
a
it's not
matter of-
illegal.
So happy
It's just a matter of me wanting to remain anonymous, after all. I believe helping people is best when they don't know why they're being helped.
I don't think I need to insight check.
Not even gonna try.
Not attempting it, but yeah.
Okay, before we say anything, how much gold did he bring?
Yeah, how much?
The pouch that he dropped down contained 150 gold.
That's it's
Maybe
not
something.
bad for considering that all we did was just wander the streets.
Pretty
And
much.
steal a handkerchief, that's about it. With no knowledge
What
of anything else.
handkerchief?
What are you talking about? I know nothing of this
I'm not there.
handkerchief you speak of.
Out of gun. Okay, so
Tell you what, the rest of our group is not here. How about if we talk to them and then we decide? How much time do we have to do this job?
Well, I would like it to be done before the next couple of days. Really, you can do it at any point in between then. It's just a simple matter of a delivery, whenever you find time.
Then I say we talk to the rest of the party first.
Yes.
We have to
I
kill a
agree.
Manticore, so we are kind of busy tomorrow anyway.
A Manticore, what brought that along?
It will make a great story for my book.
Funny you should mention that, given what he's tasking the party to do.
What, you said there was a Manticore? Is it in the city?
Oh, no. Outside the city. It's making trouble, so people are looking for adventurers to take care of it.
is that
something
technically
like that.
still in the city limits though?
It is technically.
It is?
It's outside the city wall, basically, but
Yeah.
the outside the city wall is still the city. It's just like
Just the place not guarded by the Dragon Ward.
yeah.
Okay,
Wait,
that's a good point.
Dragonborn does best business.
And it's only business.
Fuck you.
Well, that makes it the best business. Well, outside the city, I mean outside the wall, but yeah, in the territory, in the farms. You know what I mean.
Well, that's interesting. I can understand why that would take precedence, but as I said before, just a simple delivery if you happen to have the time. If you don't, I could always pass this to somebody else.
Let us speak with the rest of the group, and then we will get back with you.
Should I stop by tomorrow then?
Of course.
In the night, we'll be seeing in the day, as I told you.
Right. Of course.
I don't think this is the type of guy to come during the day.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bit past noon now. The sun's starting to go down, so
Yeah.
he
And-
avoids direct sunlight.
Oh my god, he's a vampire.
All right, he was a vampire.
He's
I
a
remember
vampire.
now.
He's a vampire.
He was the guy who was like, "Ooh, invite me in, or I won't." Come in."
Yeah, exactly. Are you going
Could you
to invite me in?
Could you invite my 2 other friends too? There are 3 of them.
Yeah,
Please
exactly.
name us while you're inviting us in to make sure that we have complete permission to enter. And
And do
Yeah.
keep any jars of beans away from us, any mirrors lined with silver, and, knots. We're not a fan of knots.
so, with your guys' request of waiting a bit before taking the mission, he grabs the little pamphlet of papers that he brought with him and stuffs it back, or picks it back up with him and carries it with him out, while waving politely towards you guys as he leaves.
With a purse of 150 GP.
Yeah.
I'll wave. Bye bye.
So,
Well,
Wave my handkerchief. No, I'm kidding.
what do you think?
Do you have the ability to make someone unseeable?
No, I tend to be quite seeable.
It's
So
all about
basically,
work.
you don't have the invisibility spell.
Nope.
This was a better way of asking same question.
Watcher does have a decent skill score.
What? I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing.
I've got a good cell score too. It's a matter of
Right.
getting it unseen.
We're all
you're-
built to stealth.
I will
Pretty
remind-
much.
Yeah.
I will remind you of this. I can hide even when lightly obscured.
And to be fair, we do have a disguise kit available to us. Being seen
That is
and
also true.
not being recognizable,
Mhm.
two different things.
Oh,
Wait.
like I honestly am probably the worst at the stealth, and I only have a 3.
Alright.
You
So.
match mine, actually.
I mean, we can do the job, but it's
I
not
got five.
illegal, right?
technically,
This is not illegal, right? I mean, we're just dropping information
Yeah,
to a
we're,
paper.
we're just dropping off a package that we don't know the contents of. That's generally highly suspicious and not being seen while doing it. Yeah, that's completely legal. Technically.
Of course it is.
It is shady as fuck, but it's not illegal.
He did say that it was a pamphlet of papers exposing a large scandal within nobles, and
I do want to know the scandal.
Probably only
Devil
says
worshipping.
so and so is diddling
Yeah.
so and so. Just like in newspaper.
But the thing is, this guy's, while he's not in the pocket of, technically right now he's working for JJ. Do any of you really trust...
Is that how they say it? In pocket.
Did any of you really trust someone who goes by JJ and maybe has a last name of JJ Abrams? No.
Not with good movie titles.
You...
JJ, why?
About JJ Walker.
Man, Sorcerer has so few spells now that she was asking me about if I invisibility.
Well,
I
Yeah.
thought about it.
Yeah, there's Sorcerer gets the invisibility, cleric gets the... Oh no, you also get the enlarge and reduce as well at second level.
Yeah, but I only have 7 spells or something like that. I don't want to check right now.
True, and it's not that's not something that you could plan ahead that you're gonna. Oh well, we're gonna need to not be seen to do this thing, but we also need to fight a Manticore later. You don't plan for that kind of crap.
Or plan.
When I level up, I will change a few spells. I took Hold Person. I should have taken Invisibility.
So you're saying we have to level up before tomorrow?
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm thinking Kill a Manticore would be really helpful in that.
Subjugate.
By the yes,
Subjugate the Manticore.
Tomato.
Yeah, pretty much.
By the way, Hylock, one thing I do want to do, because I've been remembering this, I'm just going to, even though the place isn't technically operational yet, I am gonna take 20 of the gold and put it by Never Ember.
Okay. He gladly accepts because he's running low on funds.
Hey, I can now learn Skyride. That's awesome.
God, there's your promotion.
So useful.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's great. Ooh, the promotion, the opening day. Yes.
Yes, you advertise bar in sky. This is good.
Is that illegal?
There's no law preventing that specific spell.
There will be after this. Double advertising, new law. And then they say why and who, and then that's more advertising. But this time in newspaper, but for free.
By the way,
This is
can everyone mark that they have 26 gold pieces as well? Or
Oh, okay.
yeah, because again, I wanted to give Never Ember his dues.
Yeah.
It's okay. So yeah, tomorrow Manticore. Also, I will need. If you want me to advertise the bar, I will need some gold to buy the fucking spell. But later.
Yeah. But
This is no longer free advertisement.
Well, tell you, I have to buy the spell. Being a wizard is quite expensive, and I'm only like a quarter wizard.
Oh, sounds like personal problem. Cry me a river.
It is.
Like out of character, yeah. Wizards are expensive.
Yeah, wicked expensive. Jesus.
That's why half my wizards are merchants, so I can just get a cart and loot everything and sell it for spells.
What can I do?
What we have here is goblin testicles. Yes, they're great for virility. Yes. Mm-hmm.
I went more Alexander Hamilton,
Oh God.
like background in merchant.
Oh God.
Eh, works pretty well. Fun wizard.
Come on! Take your testicles, the goblin testicles. That's it. They are good for I don't know.
Well, everyone
goblin testicles
knows
good for?
that if you're buying testicles from a merchant on the side of the road, they need to be fresh so you know that came from what he's saying. So you have to capture the goblins alive. Then you charge a higher markup.
Why the fuck
That's
am I in this
disturbing.
cage, and why you come at me with that knife?
So, is there anything else you guys want to do for today, or should we fast forward towards
Manticore.
night?
I'll work on that vault a little bit more. I only got a 12 on that last roll.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm working on my 2 pet projects.
By the way, Grim, can you tell me what the... I can't remember if you actually mentioned to me what the projects were, or if you can whisper them to me, or give me an idea of what the timeline is for...
The timeline, I'm still trying to figure out. Like, I'm getting conflicting responses every time I try to look that shit up.
You already have the schematics for the gun,
Yeah,
so
I gotta freaking actually look up what the hell I am making, because I keep forgetting their slightly different title, and it drives me nuts. What the fuck's that internet? There it is. There we go. Okay, I found him.
Another aspect of the safe that Stregobor is making is it needs to be coated so it won't rust underwater in the ocean.
Mm-hmm. I mean, with that 20, you're definitely going to be able to find the materials you need to...
Oh, that's a good question. How much money am I putting into this?
You told me?
Well, I'm making it mostly out of iron, except the hinges and the coating of it need to be in something else. And I want it to look dope, so I'm gonna coat the damn thing in silver. I'll spend 100 gold on this to make it just freaking extravagant.
Okay. 100 gold.
No lead lining?
Oh, and yeah. It's coated in silver, and then iron, and then inside it's lead. I'm wanting repeat business from this dragon over the next couple of 100 years.
It's like a layered vault. That's not bad.
Sounds like Varric Tetris when he was trying to screw around with red lyrium.
Oh god. Oh, I'm really sorry. I just have one more thing, Hylock. As I'm leaning down by Rainer Neverember, I'm just going to give him the gold and just mimic him that Viraj Safar knows about the Stone of Galore and offer to see if he wants to talk about it.
I would like to go to a potion shop though before the day ends.
Estes.
Exactly.
Yeah. You guys have one next door to you. Where the fuck? Category. When you organize too much.
Yeah.
Hey, there's anything you can put on your arrows to make the Manticore fall asleep?
Well, if only I had some drow poison.
Man, if only we could somehow just make trank darts for you.
That's in the works, but that's going to take a long time.
Yeah.
If only you could deliver one of Strive's stories in form of arrow to put Manticore to sleep.
Wow.
I believe I have it named as Cornell's Crown. That ring a bell?
No. I think, their name begins with an F. They run it.
Fala and
Fala,
Estes.
they run it.
Yeah. Fala and Estes run it. I believe the building's name was Cornell's Crown.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna
Believe-
go there and I'm gonna see if they can. They've got a potion of invisibility available. That way, in case.
For no particular reason whatsoever.
For no particular reason, a potion of invisibility would be great. And something we've got to help take care of that Manticore. So if you got something that might help maybe put that thing to sleep, I don't know if there's a potion of sleep or if there's I don't know. I don't know potions very well.
I do have one question for you, Shadow. You're from a family of assassins. Surely, if anyone can get their hands on drow poison.
That is also possibly true. My
Yeah.
mother should have some true. So I could probably go to my mother and get some.
Just for the day where
From a
Daddy
family of
just
terrible
says
people.
one too many things at dinner.
Yeah, Mummy and Daddy have a safe at home.
They used to give me drow poison every night to put me to sleep.
God.
They have a vault that happens to be built by a friendly dwarf here.
Oh, no, Stragobor is not there. Only about 48. Very young.
I just picture something like a gun safe that opens up. I just see vials of poison clearly labeled. This one's drow poison, that one's purple worm poison. This one just says daddy issues.
Man, like, you
Wyvern
know
poison.
I'm a rogue at heart because I'm like, man, if that's what they have showing inside the safe, in the compartment next, underneath it, imagine what's in that shit.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to buy a potion of invisibility from these guys and then go home and ask Mummy, Daddy.
I'm trying
Ask
to
Mummy
check.
and Daddy if you can please have some drow.
Potion of invisibility costs 180 gold.
180? Thank you. I
Yeah.
was trying to pull that up, but for some reason it wasn't working for me.
I will give you the site I used.
Thank you. Yeah, 180 is acceptable, and you're going to go ask for poison specifically from a family friend.
Yes, from family mostly, but yes.
I pulled them up too, yeah.
I will remind you that while Drop Poison is awesome, his DC is low as hell.
It is, yeah.
That said, you failed that DC, it fucks the entire combat encounter.
Yeah,
I have learned that the hard way. So hard.
I mean, the power of an 8 hours sleep is pretty big.
Okay, but how many tries do we have? How many
vials can I get from Mummy Dear?
Yeah, how many arrows can you quote?
Because sometimes all it takes is one, other times, you know what, having, like, oh, I don't know, about
Usually
10 doses?
Usually a vial will coat, like, 5 arrows.
Also, like, I don't know if you're using variant rules for more doses per the size of the beast. I've seen that happen.
I'll work that out. But, so a dosage of poison, I believe, is usually enough for, I want to say 10, but 5 could be correct, so we'll just go with 10 for now, unless I'm actually corrected. Okay. And you can most certainly gather poison from your, ancestral home, without too much issue.
So you are a drow.
No,
Oh my dear, you're having trouble with the boys again. Here you go, this should do it just fine.
I asked me to the prom, but he said no.
God, the overdoting parents that slip a love potion into your lunch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yourself a friend, dear.
Now don't get the vials mixed up, dear. That one's the love potion, that one's the poison.
Here's your M&Ms and Mickeys.
Yeah, really. She's a Valinar elf, high elf.
Ooh, Valinar.
I have
Did you
also
speak
packed you
of
some fruit
by any
snacks for the road.
Fruit leather. Yes.
Fruit leather?
Yes, fruit leather.
So, Shadow's doing her thing for the rest of the day. Watcher, you mentioned the Stone of Galore towards Neverember, but he seems to not want to talk about it, really. He'd much more preoccupy his time with paperwork and progressing on the building rather than talking or bringing up the past.
Makes sense, considering that he was nearly kidnapped and tortured by an elephant for it.
True.
He was kidnapped. He didn't get to the illithid part.
Yeah.
Nah.
Repressed childhood memories. Well, not
Repressed.
childhood.
Yeah, repressed 2 weeks ago memory.
Repressed adulthood.
Yeah, that actually that's actually since today's the 19th of the light. It's literally been 2 weeks since that happened.
Good God.
Let's have an anniversary. Just all of us have a octopus themed party.
God.
I'm not that evil. Goodness.
Yeah.
Says the guy running
Why are you guys
Cthulhu
calling?
Mythos fucking module.
Tomato potato.
Watcher, was there anything else you wanted to do before night falls? Since everybody seems to be dividing up further now.
Well, with 38 gold, how much chain can I buy? And can I... Actually, Strikeable probably has pittance and... right?
Oh, what?
Yes, yeah, you should.
Okay, so... Oh, even I have pittance and hammer. Lovely.
Yeah.
Then... all we're missing is someone with the strength to throw these over the...
Yeah, you've got...
At least
really
Strikeable can help with this.
Shadow, I think you have the highest strength of us all, right?
No.
Are you kidding me?
God, no.
The dwarf over here that's a strength fighter with an
Maybe I
18
should ask
strength.
Strife.
Yeah, no, I've got better dexterity. I've got a 13 strength, so...
No, I'm just trying to fuck with
I know you are, yeah.
Yeah, more, how much money we're paying towards chain?
Well, that's the thing. I want to know how much chain 38 gold can get me. Probably
a lot.
not a lot.
No, it can get you on. Let me put a section of 10 feet of chain is only 5 gold.
Oh! Okay! And
Yeah.
the DC 20 strength check, my god. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna spend 10 of my gold just to get that much, that much chain, if that's okay.
Okay.
I don't know if we need more than 10 feet, but couldn't
Well-
hurt, right?
We don't know how big this thing is.
That is true. So, not knowing how big it is, Manticore.
They are known as large creatures.
20 feet of chain? Sound good?
That sounds like a perfect idea.
How many vials do you think could I get from family?
Let's say you could
want me to
get
roll, like, a D20
yeah.
and see or something?
More
yeah,
importantly,
roll me a d20 in relation to luck and just what they have on hand.
Can she have advantage if she says that it's for a guy that keeps wanting to
Yeah, it's
for her to call him daddy?
God.
well, it's just a luck roll, so...
Now,
I
what
don't
parent
represent
wouldn't
Dragon.
want that for their child?
Let's say they could they would have 2 on hand that they could spend.
Okay.
2 vials.
Alright. So
Now, Hylock, I'm worried. What's the favor she's gonna have to do for them later?
We'll
Got a
work that
date
out.
with this rich-looking freaking high society elf.
An arranged marriage with a dwarf.
Oh, God,
That was my
no.
second suggestion.
I am sure my parents would not want that.
They don't
No,
want
they-
it, they need it.
No,
The dwarfing
dear.
clans, they're very wealthy.
For the love of God, if you ever show up at this doorstep saying you're betrothed to a dwarf, we will actually have to kill you in our sleep.
We kill you and him in his. in your
Well,
sleep.
they'll abduct you in your
Yeah.
sleep, but your
And kill
death will
him.
not be slow.
Oh, but
Kill him.
we will slumber so nicely in his wailing final moments of torture.
Watcher, was there anything else you wanted to do for the night? Just to clarify. Once again.
No, save for the chain, I'm good.
Okay.
I'll give
Uh,
Watcher the drow poison.
Would you like me to deduct more gold to make the safe look like the picture I posted? Combination
picture?
safe like that?
That's a safe?
Yeah.
100
It's got a combination thing on its forehead.
Oh, that is... Hold on, I
Box that's coming out of it.
show that to the viewers
Yeah.
real quick, because that's actually really sweet looking. That's
Oh,
intricate as
that's
hell.
awesome.
That's awesome.
100 gold might be a little light for that.
Yeah.
Granted, he only paid us 100 silver,
I mean, yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
but like this is exceptional advertising, and I want repeat business.
I would say that if you're wanting to make it artistic such as that, I would subtract an additional 75 gold.
All right. I am light on coins again, guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of broke, and literally all the money I have for my project is from the party funds, and I requested it. You all said yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Out of
everyone-
character,
yeah.
you need it to be effective.
Yeah.
And gunslingers do crazy DPS.
Oh boy, do they.
Yeah, they do.
Prepare to
So-
get targeted.
Shadow will.
My
give,
gunslinger would do like 40 damage a shot.
oh.
It's crazy.
Yeah, dude, when you start stacking some of those freaking trick shots, it gets a little absurd if you have the grip points for
Get
it.
trick shots and sharpshooter. Are you kidding me?
Oh my
Get out
god.
of just get right out of here.
So, Shadow.
From 500 feet away.
Yes.
What was that, Shadow? I apologize.
No, Shadow will give Watcher the 2 vials of drow poison she managed to procure from her family.
Archer will bow to you and thanks. And
Be very thankful he can't ask where you got it from because he is Kinku.
yeah. Well,
I mean, Watcher and I did have a conversation earlier.
I imagine one of the phrases the Kinku knows is "Ask me no questions, I'll tell you no lies,"
Yeah.
and I can't do that.
Heads I win, tails you lose.
And just one last thing before we jump to the night. Rio, was there anything you wanted to do for the rest of the day? Daylight hours?
No, nothing I can think of.
Okay. So you guys continue doing about your own things, getting work done within the city and elsewhere. Well, you know, working on projects and so forth. Come nightfall, was there anything anybody wanted to change, or just continue working until, or get some rest and then go to the job in the morning?
Well, thankfully, I don't require sleep, so yeah, I'll be working all night and be showing back up at the manor at dawn.
I will sleep in the cellar, as is my wont, but if it's stocked now, I will dip into that.
It is not stocked yet. They're going to finish the tap room they're going to finish the supplies about 2 days before the opening starts.
Oh, they know a dwarf is sleeping down there. In that case, I definitely go to a bar, because I need a drink.
You could always go to Froon's Supplies, your rival down the street.
Fuck that guy.
I'll go there, and I'll spend like 8 silver drinking there, but the whole time I'm just bad-mouthing the establishment. I'm like, oh, is this rat dropping in ale? Chugs ale. Let me see how bad. I bad-mouth them pretty good.
The one time you rolled pretty decently.
This service is terrible. If only there was some place nearby that was competitive in price and with better service.
You're gonna get him to raid our shop again!
Do I have to solve this problem again?
I think so!
We don't want the rats back here.
So you get a couple of uncomfortable looks from some of the barmaids working the tables, and a scowl coming from Froon.
I jest. Not really my friends.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, if there's nothing else, we can jump to dawn, where you guys would have your, Morning's Rise and the Manticore quest be coming to and you guys are prepped with that with 2 vials of drown poison and how many feet of chain?
20.
20 feet.
Okay, 20 feet of chain.
We need
Is
to
that all?
weld the chain to the Warforged. Use them as a weight.
That would work, yeah.
I don't even weigh 200 pounds.
So after your guys' morning routine, you can meet up at the Ore Manor and then find your way back towards House Phylune, because some of you have already been there and it's quite easy to find with that. Finally making it towards there as the sun begins to crest over the horizon. There is 2 other groups here in the same guard you guys saw before. The other group seem to be dressed mostly in leather. You can see that they have mostly equipped with crossbows and rope, and there doesn't seem to be any nets, actually, strangely.
Oddly enough, are we the only ones carrying chain?
Yes. You're the only ones with chain.
I would say young Manticore.
I will go to one of the grooms and say, "Hi, do you mind telling us what are your plans to capturing this thing, or are you leaving it to us?"
The woman, let's say, the half-elf one, would raise an eyebrow towards you and say, shoot at it from afar, and when it starts getting tied up.
Simple. I like it.
Yeah. She nods in understanding as the guard from before, his voice starts to pick out over the crowd and says, as you all no doubt know, this is a subjugation mission, not an elimination mission. If the beast is found to have completely died at the end of this all, there will not be a pay associated with it. And I would also recommend that if you'd like the subject to be caught in good condition for your pay, that you do not
You cut out there.
Oh.
Yep.
Sorry, did I?
Mhm.
He was saying that if you do want pay for the good condition of the subject, I would highly recommend you do not aim for the.
Okay.
Alright.
So, well, that makes sense. I mean, let's aim for the wings for doing
Yep.
damage.
Always.
I have an idea.
Alright.
Are you saying this to the guard or just your group?
I'm saying it to my group.
Okay.
Does it involve cutting the wings off the Manticore?
Negative.
I wonder if Manticore wing would make nice clothes.
Possibly. My idea, however, does involve a scarecrow. And Rio's help.
I don't like where this is going.
Oh.
I think more caught on.
As you guys begin your plan, the groups begin to set out for the main road to lead outside of it. There were 2 carriages procured, so you're sharing some space with some others, with a couple of other people that aren't part of your group in this carriage, while you guys plan if you'd like or talk about anything else. As you guys set out, it'll be about an hour's ride before you get to the desired location.
The entire time we're riding out, I am keeping my eyes out for a fucking scarecrow in a field.
Can I ask one question?
Mhm.
So, when the guard is essentially asks for any questions, I simply point to the different groups and say, the pay will be about 300 to 200 gold, and essentially cock my head asking, is it split amongst us all, or each group?
Each group.
Okay, and it's shared, so we're all, or shared as in we're all working on this together. It's not a competition for speed.
No, it is not a
Okay.
competition. I'm sorry, I just got an email from work that I wanted to quickly check.
Oh, it's all right.
These guys.
I'm actually kind of disgusted myself because I Strife probably got this idea after, well, our wonderful conversation involving Rio and prestidigitation and making inorganic stuff taste like stuff.
Yeah, you wanna make a human bait. Right?
But because I want to hear this in character, Watcher's going to cock his head towards you.
I have an idea. Correct. We require a scarecrow. Rio has the ability to make things taste as if they were something completely different.
This is very insensitive. We have Kenku right here.
Oh, I
What?
I feel like we all just can't untilt our heads at you this time.
Yeah, like, what?
Why would you get something that would scare our friend?
God damn it.
Okay. Oh my god.
I do not
This
understand.
is not okay.
Scarecrows are meant to scare crows, and friend here, Watcher, is a crow.
Thank you.
What?
Well, yes.
Oh dear.
A Kenku is
Watch
not
it.
a crow.
But looks like a crow. But looks like a crow.
Does a slow facepalm while Wagner on his shoulder is probably mimicking someone laugh.
Yeah.
I always wonder why do you have a pet?
Why do
That
you
thing
have
came-
a pet? At least his pet makes logical sense in biology.
You know that cat with wings are quite normal, right?
I will stab your cat.
It is not here.
I so wish to stab your cat.
Why must you kill the kitty? The kitty is cute.
It is an abomination.
No, it's not.
It is heresy.
It is normal.
Well, not quite, but it's my cat.
Did someone mention heresy?
I figured that was happening.
Yeah, that was gonna happen, yeah.
Where the fuck
But-
did that big black warforce come from?
I don't know.
Okay,
Out
real
of
quick.
nowhere.
I don't know how prestidigitation works, but I don't know if I can make something taste like human. I don't know how human tastes.
That is also true. I mean, do we
Uh,
know what human tastes like? Tastes
I
like
do.
chicken.
Everything tastes like chicken.
Fair.
Except chicken,
Oh,
which tastes like beef.
Sintir says that human tastes like pig.
I'm pretty sure human is pork because like human's been referred to as long pig before.
This is what
Yeah,
Sintir
I
says.
remember that line.
What was that quote
Like
from
not to get
Gangs of
gross,
New
but I'm
York?
pretty sure.
There's nothing closer to the flesh of a man than the flesh of a pig.
Yeah, that's when they do
I can make it taste like
forensics,
bacon if you
they
want.
use pigs to do experiments on for how bullet trajectory and shit.
You know what? Hylock, you did say that we were in a carriage with another group. Does
We're
the
not.
other group have humans?
Yes.
Actually, no. It seems like most people were prepared to deal with a Manticore, and as such, no humans were actually present within the group.
Damn
Why
it.
were they asking about heavy armor, by the way?
Are you asking them, or are you asking me?
I asked the group first, and if they don't know, I ask
You?
them.
Okay.
The groups. Let's say it's an elven woman sitting. One of which is an elven woman sitting with you, and then the other is a let's say a dragonborn.
No humans were harmed in the capturing of this Manticore hunt, unfortunately.
By the way, I just want to say I bit my arm just to see what it tastes like. It's bitter.
That's
Yeah,
your
This is what
diet.
happened. Howard.
You need to eat more pineapple.
I fucking hate pineapple!
If you eat too much pineapple, the pineapple eats you.
It also
Come on,
gets
come on.
other people to eat.
Let's not talk about the forbidden fruit now.
The elven woman looks at Strife in particular a bit up and down before she turns to Rio and says, "Well, Manticores favor one thing in particular, and that's humans. But metal is like adding spice to it. They favor humans with heavy armor or just metal in general."
Manticores
God damn
only
it.
want one thing, and it's disgusting.
Oh yeah, I don't have a bit of metal on me. Not a single ounce of metal on me.
No.
Son of a whore. I am
Don't worry.
40% metal.
I could put metal inside human. I have many daggers. I also have many ball bearings.
And 20 feet of chain.
I have pins. I have, what else?
Which reminds me, Hylock, can you describe these chains to me? Just real quick.
I'm simply imagining a large section of chains that have, would you like hooks at the end, or just...
See, that's the thing, because if they were barbed chains, just add drow poison to the chains.
They are not barbed.
Yeah, they would not be barb chains. That'd be hilarious, though.
But I rolled a 10 on my intelligence check, so I did not think to add barbs to the chain. Speaking of which, getting the chains on the Manticore. And looks towards Stragobor, so I imagine I'm giving you 10 feet of chain and Strife 10 feet of chain?
Yeah,
Why are
I'm
you
not
giving-
good with
Why,
strength.
why are you giving the potential bait the chain?
What? I never
Oh.
said Rio.
I'm
They
not bait.
said that metal is like fine seasoning for Manticore, and our friend here and I, gong gong.
Yes,
I
he
regrettably
has
have
metal.
40% metal, and I am the most humanoid.
Yeah, we are
Mind you,
0% flesh, so you should be fine.
Technically,
Quick,
I'm
let us
30%
pour
wood.
the blood of a human all over.
Could
Actually,
we
let
not?
me...
Let's not.
Let's not and
Does
say we
anyone
did.
have a couple of vials of human blood?
Why
No.
would any of us have that?
Oh,
We are
well, you know, Elf is like really creepy. Never know.
What the fuck?
My family may be weird, but that doesn't mean I keep vials of human blood on me. I'm not a vampire.
Out
Well,
of
you know,
curiosity,
I figured it was, you know, to frame people for crimes and stuff.
I
Seems
don't
like
frame
something you would
anybody. No.
We
Oh,
haven't.
you should try it.
I don't. No. No.
Fuck is this conversation?
Wasted opportunity.
okay,
Yo! Wasted opportunity!
So
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Moore. You had something to add?
I would not
it's-
like Stragobor so much if he wasn't just such a racist piece of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I like Talon, my ranger.
It's why, our characters banter off of each other. Good comedy.
Racism is the only part of charm I have.
But TLDR, essentially, when he was asking after vials of human blood, I thought he was referring to the poison known as assassin's blood.
Right. Oh, that they would have.
That's 150 gold pieces. It's expensive.
My man Daddy probably have it, but I didn't think to grab any.
Oh wow! I can literally start quantify how expensive something is based off of the vault of a dragon.
Yeah.
That's
Hylock.
almost the price of the whole dragon safe.
Yes.
Hylock.
Wyvern poison is 1,200 gold. I mean, it's...
How strong would you say that Dragonborn is?
He looks like more of a. He's got a mace in one hand and a wooden shield in the.
I hold the chain out towards him and cock my head, questioning him.
He stares down at the little bird man for a moment before taking length of the chain and giving it the eye, and says that I don't wish to have that on me during the fight. I don't wish to seem more tempting than the others.
God damn it. Give me the
More
chain.
tempting than the others?
He
What?
doesn't want to carry what?
Metal. He doesn't have to
Oh, right.
Metal is like spice for Manticore. They love it.
Can we pin some chainmail to his back like a kick me sign when he's not looking?
Or rather, an eat me sign?
I think we are overthinking this. Let's deal with it as we go, right? I mean, the chains, we have them nearby so we can use them. Not on us, like bait.
Wait a minute.
And I'm going.
Wait.
Yes.
Can precipitation make something smell different, too?
I have no idea. Let me see.
Yes, it can. Why?
Because I'm rolling with the idea of taste. Fuck it. I want to make. Let's make something smell human. Preferably not the Warforged. Who am I kidding?
I
I'm
don't
literally.
feel-
Who knows? Who am I kidding? I'm literally the best candidate. I have the best AC out of us all. Fuck.
I mean, barbecue sauce is good on its own.
So I'm just gonna speak out of character on this. If the plan is essentially hit it with arrows, bring it down, and then hog tie it, would it be useful for me to hand the drow poison over to the other team while keeping a vial from, like, how many did we say a vial
we
would
only
coat?
have vial will coat 10 arrows.
Okay. So each of us at his range can have around 5 poison arrows, or I don't know. How many archers are there in all? Because
I mean, I can do ranged.
okay.
The other groups, each one is 3 people total, so it is small groups. But there is 1 archer with you, which is the elf currently, and in the other group there are 2 archers.
Okay, so 5 archers in total, 6 if you count Strife. 5, 6. Yeah, so forget it. I guess we should just prioritize the drow poison for the 3 of us, shouldn't we?
Probably.
I don't know. I just want to maximize the odds, I guess.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. So I guess one of the vials of drow poison I'm just going to hand back to you, Shadow. And kind of looking towards Strife. If we coat arrows in poison, like, how quickly do we have to use them afterwards?
Sorry, could you rephrase that? I think I didn't hear you quite right.
That's fine. I have a habit of talking weirdly. coating. If you coat an arrow with poison, do you have to use it immediately, or is it just a coated arrow for? Like,
There is a timeline. The rule of thumb is typically a minute.
Okay. Okay. In that case, we can begin coating.
Yeah, because it takes an action to coat arrows, so while we're on our way up, let's coat our arrows while we're doing that.
Yeah, let's just do that, and we can coat 20 arrows.
Yeah. I did find an answer to how many pieces of ammunition can be coated by a vial of poison.
3.
Yeah, it's 3.
Oh shit.
Oh.
My
So-
mistake.
Limits our options
But
severely.
we'll just go with the 10 for now, since we've already relented with that, I guess. And then...
Yeah, since I already made the ruling and you guys are already planning on it, I will take that as my fault, and
Yeah.
we'll go with 10 for each dose. In the future, it'll be 3.
Yeah.
Your mommy and daddy got the big vials from Costco.
Yeah, they're jugs.
Yeah, they're
They got you
huge.
jugs of trout poison.
They saw you reaching for one of the small little glass vials, and they're like, no, honey, no.
Oh no, dude, this was bought on clearance the other day. Here, take this. Hands you literally like a fucking milk jug.
Yeah. Here, take these. You'll need them. Don't
You'll
go
need
alone
this.
when you fight a Manticore.
And for love of God, no dwarves, dear.
Yeah.
Nasty, drunken little things they are. For God, love of God,
Okay, so
no one ever...
Megabor lives in bar.
That's even worse. No one ever let me play a high elf. Dear sweet Jesus.
Hey.
I am a high elf, that's the problem.
Exactly.
Well, this high elf has been slumming it.
Don't give them idea.
So, would you say 7 coated arrows for me and Shadow, and 6 for Strife? Then
Sure,
I'm all for that.
if you want to divide it up like that.
So,
Wait, 6, 7...
And then there's,
Wait, do that math again?
yeah,
Yes.
wait, hold on.
You get,
that's
you get
wrong.
20 total, right?
no,
That's-
7 coated arrows for me
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
Shadow, and then 6 for Strife.
Okay, yeah, that.
right,
that
yeah,
makes sense.
that.
Okay, so 7 to split between Shadow and you?
No,
Correct.
7, yeah, I mean...
We each get 7.
Yeah,
Okay, so you each get 7.
that's
Yeah,
14.
that's 14, and the remainder 6
is-
Okay, wait, I'm so sorry. I was doing that math entirely wrong.
I was gonna say, it made sense in my
Jesus,
head.
D&D's
Why are
supposed to
you-
make you better at simple math.
Right?
The man who
Jesus,
thought
I-
a barracks was a bedroom.
Yeah, I'm all
I thought
over
it
the place.
was
Well,
like a.
They are, come on.
Bears.
Barracks are bedrooms.
It's
come
true.
on, what?
They are.
It's like
And
city
hey.
bedroom. I don't know.
So,
Organized.
next question.
Orderly.
Are we gonna go with the idea that Strife is bait? Am I bait?
I can make you wait.
I'm about as
Do
close
you want to be wait?
I regrettably kind of want to be bait because, again, I have the highest AC out of us all.
If we find a scarecrow, we can just make the scarecrow look.
Nah. How much AC do you have?
Dual wielding, 18.
How much can you have?
How much can I what?
What's your max AC?
That is my max AC is 18.
Okay. I can make it 20.
No, you can't, because technically he is armor.
Yeah.
I can make it 20. I have spells.
Shield of Faith.
Yeah.
Okay. When you right, you right.
You're right.
When you're right, you're right.
Alright, so
Walk around with 20 AC.
One.
Son of a bitch. Yeah,
Okay, do I make you spell humor or not? Tell me now.
depends. Am I bait?
Do you want to be bait?
You guys have until I finish setting up the map to decide.
I suggest you just, that way you have the extra boosted AC to,
Yeah, we'll go with that.
you know,
So it'll be 19.
you're harder to hit.
Yeah, it'll be 19 up until the Manticore actually comes at me, which I'm hoping I'm going to blow through those 6 arrows in that time. Well, actually...
Wait, didn't you tell me you were... Oh, yeah, you have to take out the shield, right? You're going to use a bow.
Yeah, I have to dual wield in order to get that extra AC.
The DC for the poison is 13, and it's a con save.
13.
It's not that low, it's actually
Yeah,
pretty...
it's not as... Yeah, it's low, but it's not as low.
It is a Manticore fighting.
Yeah,
13 is my...
13 for a Manticore is pretty low, but yeah, so...
So,
I was gonna say, my spell DC is 13, you're making me feel bad right now.
just to make sure here, if it gets hit and succumbs to the poison, it falls asleep for 3 hours, nothing else, or 8 hours. I mean,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
it
that's
falls
it.
asleep for 8 hours. And then it's asleep, so we chain it up and bring it back. It's
The
just
creature,
it's poisoned, so we'd have to cure the poison aspect of it.
the creature does wake up if it takes damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we probably want to try... Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
it's
Then you
poisoned
come
for...
The other groups are informed, so they don't keep firing.
Yeah, if
Agreed.
we also have to remember, if we manage to nick that thing in the air and it fails, it's gonna hit the ground and wake up again.
Yep.
Hence the chains. Plan is bring it down, chain the wings, or something like that.
Yeah.
Ain't no thing but the Manticore wing.
Alright.
I
No.
claim...
So it'll be poisoned for an hour and will be unconscious until it's woken up. Basically.
Wait, Strife, where are you moving off to?
Because I'm bait.
Right.
Yeah,
you-
but
give me-
we made
give me a sec.
close.
Want me to be bait
Also,
closer?
we
Yeah,
decided to
I'm
make
trying
Strife
to create a
smell
bit of-
human.
You guys.
So I'm gonna cast prestidigitation on somewhere on him. I can make him smell human. Sure.
On Strife,
Yeah, Strife.
you're
make
really
him
just
feel-
going to let him be eaten, aren't you?
I'm not
Am
gonna
I a
let
real
them
boy
eat him.
yet?
It is better than real person.
I'm gonna make him smell like a real strong human scent, like out of the gym smell.
So,
Quite strong.
Strife, your metal is of innate magical properties because of it. You're living because of it. Mm.
If his smell doesn't work, I'm gonna cast it on, I don't know, weapons.
So you can cast on my weapons or something if we don't want to go with it. I mean, technically, a lot of my being is like detachable.
No, I'm not like questioning whether or not he can cast prestidigitation on you. I was in my head already going over what would happen if the Manticore were able to eat you.
I have a
Because
question.
something would change. He gets to devour magical metal.
Oh, not happy to hear that.
Yeah,
If
what do you
we-
mean something would
If
change?
we kept Strife's head with us, and he ate the body, would Strife still be alive?
No, I would not be alive. We're pushing that thematic a little far as it is for fun. But when it comes to actual mechanical rules, no, I would be fucking dead.
Well,
Saying
we could just
Daisy.
keep your head as like a security system for the bar.
As I roll up a new character, it's like, god damn it, now I gotta stare at my own head every time I go fucking... Jesus.
They just sadly put your head on an old suit of armor and just sit you up near the bar. This was once our friend.
Well, that would be our second trophy for the bar.
By the way, I'm curious. Why did he say don't hit the stomach?
Same reason why you don't want to hit it going after,
Oh,
game.
maybe
Accidentally,
maybe it's pregnant and they want Manticore babies.
that's a possibility too.
Oh, god.
I don't know much about game hunting. So,
When you're cleaning an animal, you don't want to rupture the digestive tract because that is a lot of gross bacteria all over what you want to put in your
It
mouth.
fouls the meat, some fears.
Yeah.
okay, I wasn't aware of that. Thank you.
And as you guys managed to make it to the site where the last known attack was, a farm out into the undercliff of Waterdeep. It's not long before one of the other members from the two other groups you have with you are able to find tracks and are able to begin guiding the rest of the ensemble, your guys included, because you have so many people working with you now. The tracking isn't so much of an issue. And in fact, as you guys are able to follow the tracks, and as you guys begin to crest over a hill, you begin to see the form of this large beast tearing into what may have once been a wagon, gnawing at one of the metal wheels and the axles, devouring it down with a sickening. And you also begin to realize that your idea of either it being rupturing in the stomach or being may both be true, as its swollen stomach swells and rumbles a bit as it begins to stalk around the area for further things to devour.
That's disturbing.
I need an adult.
Yeah.
I am an adult.
No, you're not.
I'm not there anymore. I'm about to say everyone's just kind of watching me just begin to kind of creep closer and closer to it. Debating my entire life and creation choices as of this moment, as I literally try to be bait for a man-eating Manticore by pretending to be human. Fuck.
You are no man.
To clarify, are you going off on your own with this high stealth to get closer to it, or are you actually wanting to stay close to the...
I'm hoping some of you decide to tell me, because I just had another idea.
Stragobor swallow.
It's on the ground, guys, so...
Yeah.
Can we have a realm of fuck this with advantage?
Here's the thing, though. Only you two really have the strength to... Well, advantage, actually, yeah. Well, you already have advantage if you go at it from... You know what? Fuck it. Forget the logic of it. I'm going in. I'm using my inspiration.
Thank you. Well, I was about to say, can I give him my inspiration I still have?
God damn it!
And, Strigobor, you're getting a bit far out, and I haven't seen any sort of stealth from you yet.
Ooh, that's a
you're
good
being
point.
loud.
Well, let's see how bad my stealth roll is.
Son of a whore!
Is the shadow.
You took all of my rolls.
And I would mention that while it is a benefit to have a large posse for a fight and for whacking, there is one place in which they are not good at, and that is stealthing as a group.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we could wave at them to kind of sit back while we try to lure it over.
Have that, and I have...
Cool.
I'm in the same boat, Rio. This sucks.
Yep.
Oh,
is that
okay.
rolling flat out for you? Okay, that's weird. One whispers, one rolls flat out. Okay.
Come on, they're called scouts. How are they not good at stealth?
Hey, one's
Yeah,
good.
I
So
know.
look at that thing.
How do they scout?
That one's
One
as
of
stealthy
them-
as freaking Strafe right now.
One of them's doing well. I mean, come on. As they're spreading out, and if you guys are beginning to get this close, I would like an initiative put forth, just because it's going to be a lot of moving pieces, you see.
I guess.
There it is!
Fuck.
I am concentrating on being stinky,
Ah, shit.
like elf. About to steal the earnings of hard-working dwarf.
Specifically hardworking dwarves, no other race.
Specifically this dwarf here.
And all
Specifically
that dragon
mountain
saving.
doors, because hill dwarf always cheat.
Launcher, Scouts, for Rio, Shaft, Strive, Red Dragon, Bandit. Okay, I think we got everybody.
Bandits?
Red Dragon?
One of our
Watcher, you
party
be first.
members is a Dragonborn,
Oh.
Oh, right.
as was mentioned when we were handing him the chain.
It must cut out that. I heard Red Dragon and I went, what?
Oh.
I am using just stat blocks for them instead of making up their own customized area, you understand.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Darth Maul is here.
So I'm gonna move... you know what? Screw it. I'm ranged. I'm best from range. Just gonna move up a bit. Bonus action insight this guy, so that way I get sneak attack no matter what. just in case.
Handy.
You learn that this guy is in fact a girl.
Whatever. Semantics. Potato, tomato. Unless they're also its.
No, I'm pretty sure they have a male-female dichotomy. From
Okay.
what I remember.
They're not like seahorses.
Yeah.
So roll a deception against my insight.
Oh, yeah, sure. It's gonna lie so hard to you right now.
I'm gonna
you
lie
got a 15.
so hard to you right now. And then I'm gonna eat your
15?
human
Goodness.
friend.
That almost beat my insight. Goodness. Okay, but now, no matter what, I have sneak attack, prepare action. If it begins trying to attack, or if Strife and Stragobor manage to get the chains on and lock it down, draw poison arrow.
Okay, so ready actions. We have the scouts.
Huh.
I'll have them circle around. And then 4.
My dogs are pissed. What
I'm
the
going to
hell?
have it make a perception, because why not?
We're all gonna die.
I mean, I'm safe. You're probably boned, though.
Yeah, I mean, it is actively seeking another source of food, as I said before, and,
I'll
if you-
remind you, there's an 8 and 3 11s on the field for stealth.
Yeah, and if I can be honest with you, it didn't roll a nat 20, but it got a 20.
Basically, I've turned my beard into a
Wow,
ghillie
I'm
suit.
still hidden from this thing.
Yeah, so those of you hidden are easily able to get behind, not flora, but, rocks, or at least drop to the ground so you're out of sight in the high grass, as the others are not so quick,
So-
as the Manticore turns about face to see this large ensemble of people.
I just
But
immediately start
our-
posing like a tree.
Our parameters are to keep it alive,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct.
but we can fuck it up pretty good as long as it's not developed.
Yeah,
That,
or,
and
you know.
we can heal it if we can manage to heal it enough to where it doesn't look like we mortally wounded the thing.
Is losing its wings mortally wounded?
Probably.
No.
Technically, no.
Maybe.
It's not.
No.
It's not grievously wounded per se, but it's pretty wounded.
It would be the Manticore. So since it sees people, it actually gets to do something before it just suddenly gets gangbanged. Thank God, right? There's an unfair advantage if I ever saw one. Let's see. It has 80 feet of movement. It can fuck shit up. Let's have it. Strife, you're still hidden from it, right?
I rolled a 22. Am I still hidden from it?
Yes, unless you're wanting to, like, be the bait and, like, stand. Up to you.
You know what? Regrettably, if I notice that it's picking up on people, I would stand up and just start going full robot retard here. It's like,
Oh my, how good of a day to be human. It is such a nice day to do human things. I must urinate and defecate.
Just deafening silence throughout the field for like a minute
yeah.
before the Manticore moves.
If you could hear a pin.
Oh no, a
the
man
man-
eating Manticore, and I am a man who's about to be eaten.
The Manticore, unaware of the dwarf sneaking up along its side, prowls forward towards the Strife, towards the robot. And you guys see it ready its attack as its tail flails and 3 spikes are launched forward into, or towards your metal friend.
Oh shit, I
Reaction.
did not predict this.
that's right, Manticore have fucking ranged attacks. I forgot that.
And you
Yeah.
had a reaction, watch your right.
Prepared action, yay.
Yay.
Please don't roll a 1. I will take that.
Oh, it's a 1, but there's a 20 in front of it.
Yeah.
21, definitely hit. Definitely.
Wow,
That
that's
is-
a sneak attack.
I like how
Yeah.
your GIF is of Green Arrow. Said, you just
That's
said
the
you were
person
doing
who
Green
doesn't
Arrow.
want to be Green
Yeah.
Arrow. Yeah.
Eh.
Alright, so there's 10
Oh.
damage, and it has to make a con save, correct?
Yep.
Hi.
DC 13.
Please
me
don't
die
let the
with
fight be over this soon. Please don't let the fight be over this soon. Nat 20!
Really? Fuck.
Really?
He's lying. It was a natural one. He fudged the roll.
No, I will take a screenshot, I promise.
We believe you, mate. We believe you.
You got... Nat 20, fear it.
We do fear it. That's why we're so disdained about the fact we have to capture it alive.
So as the arrow launches into it, you guys see that little, you see a burst of its skin turning purple where the shot hit, but the creature continues to stand. I believe only one spike. No, your AC is 19 now, is it?
Yeah, my AC is 19.
Yeah, alright, it got buffed, didn't it?
Yeah, Shield of Faith is a bitch. Also,
In that case-
No, it's 20 because it was your
no, that's only
natural.
no, that's only if I'm dual wielding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Also, Watcher, you're missing a sneak attack die on that attack. You're supposed to have 2 by now.
Really?
At 3rd level?
Oh! I totally forgot to update that. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
You're
it's
good.
always half your
Roll
level
20
rounded up.
Well,
I saw that one, I was
What?
like, well, that ain't right.
Alright, so 12 damage total. As the spikes lance into Strife, but do nothing other than make him look a bit like a porcupine.
Oh no, I have been struck by the man-eating Manticore, and I am a man about to be eaten by a Manticore. Woe is me.
Strikebor thinks, don't worry, you are always prickly.
Thank God you
we
think
have-
that.
Rio up next.
Shield of Faith
Okay,
is
Shield of Faith
concentration.
concentration.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was about to mention
I
that.
was
It's like,
looking for
please don't do this. It literally might save my life.
I mean, it's pretty healthy. Fuck it. I'll bonus action cast spiritual weapon and try to hit it in the wings if I can.
Spiritual weapon?
Yeah,
Does not require 30... Wait, no, not 30 feet. God, what is the range of spiritual weapon? I forget.
60 feet.
Thank you.
60 feet and I can move it 20.
That's right.
Where are you placing it?
Right,
So
right,
let's say a giant book with my name in golden letters appears in the air and smack it.
You're gonna
I'm
smack
gonna
with a
throw the book at them.
Yep,
That's pretty inventive, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I've seen that one yet.
21.
we're doing this by the books, guys.
Well, technically, Rio's doing it by the book. With a book.
Smack.
Wow, that's...
4 damage, come on.
Dude, that's min damage, though. That's not bad for min damage.
Mm.
And as my action... fuck it. I suck at flame and try to... deck save. Try to damage it just a little bit.
Right, because you did a bonus action spiritual weapon. That's what I was like. Okay.
Yep.
So, deck save.
Isn't that a beauty?
Nat 20!
No, it just made it actually get a 13.
Son of a whore.
Damn it.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I can turn the whisper off. I just... Sometimes
No. I believe
No,
you.
keep the whisper on. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it makes better sense if it's whispered to you, so.
That will be
following
my
Rio.
turn.
Alright, we have...
Alright. Gonna pop up and shoot her longbow.
with an arrow that is poisoned, correct?
With an arrow that's poisoned, yeah.
Gotta fail once. This is maddening.
Let's see, I've got sneak attack too, so 6 on the sneak attack.
You also only rolled 1 sneak attack die.
I'm only a level 2 rogue.
Oh, that's right. You're only a level 2 rogue. You actually only have 1. That is correct.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
Multi-class is fun at early levels.
Right?
So, in line with me being honest, it rolled an 8. but thankfully it has legendary resistance, and I'm lying. It got an 8. I don't have legendary resistance.
I was about to say, fucking
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So the drown poison just knocks it out, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's out for
Sort
8 hours.
of additional. Oh god,
Yeah.
Easy.
hurted by everything.
So now we chain it up.
That's gonna take a turn or two, I imagine. But thankfully,
Well,
I have chain.
there's- You and Strangler are right after each other, so you
Yup.
chain it up.
This was a great combat session, Hylock.
I'm so
Really
sorry.
intricate.
Wonderful, loved it. It's awesome.
I'm
This is-
sorry.
This
No!
is why you don't hand your players drow poison ever.
Now,
if you-
we're
if
going to
you want
throw
to
the
use
chains
it, you can
around the
say that it takes more than one because it's a big creature.
and then I'm going to drive the
Wait.
pintons through the chain into Strife,
What?
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 and that'll secure all the chains together and weigh it down.
What?
What? Why are
am I
you?
an anchor?
I'm kidding. I'm not gonna drive stakes in you to use you as an anchor.
What the fuck am I
Oh.
suddenly, a robot vampire? Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yes.
Wait, I have one question. Where are you guys pulling the asleep for 8 hours thing from?
It's not asleep for 8 hours. It's asleep for as long as it's not injured.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
It was never 8 hours. That was a different poison completely. No, it's asleep until it's injured or until somebody wakes it up by either injuring it or waking it up.
With an action, yeah.
I
Yeah.
see what you're looking at, Hylock. You're talking about drow poison injury.
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at. I mean, it would still be asleep because it's failed its roll by 5 or more. I see that, so...
Because the thing says a creature subjected to this poison must succeed on a DC 13 con saving throw or be poisoned for 1 hour.
Yeah, it's poisoned for 1 hour.
But,
But
if it fails
it's
by 5 or more.
it's unconscious
Yup.
until
Okay, yeah.
so,
So
it
because
suffers
it'll-
from the sleep condition.
Look on the bright side, Hylock. We burned both vials of drow poison.
Yes, but we still carry the arrows, so
Yeah, but those aren't gonna be
That's
for
only
another
for a
minute.
minute.
okay.
Right. Okay, yeah, you guys have completely subverted my combat scenario here.
We solved your puzzle.
I will say, though, with the drow poison and acknowledging that it's going to dissipate within a minute,
Within
nope,
an hour.
I don't get the idea for an injection arrow just yet.
Damn it.
Close, but no cigar.
By the way,
So-
if you're wondering how I'm doing this, essentially 8 plus my proficiency plus my level.
Mm.
8, 9, 10, 11.
So we tie it up with chain.
You
And-
good?
Yeah, you should tie that thing up. Carefully. Not to wake him up.
Would this
Oh,
be
woe is
a
me.
strength check to tie it up real good?
Sure, let's go with that.
You are getting assistance, so roll with advantage.
Suddenly, as you're tying it up, the belly begins to burble before a creature bursts out of it.
Oh god, don't put that freaking
It
scary
gives
shit
birth like spiders. It's just a
Oh.
horde of
on. Oh god, the nightmare feel of that.
Oh god, no.
I have to go to sleep after this, god damn it!
I thankfully have
Yeah.
some time. I need to work on shit.
Alright, so we'll drag this thing, back. Somehow?
Out of
woe is
curiosity,
me.
how much time is it going to take to...
Take us at least probably an hour to get back there, so it'll be unpoisoned by the time.
But it'll also have 2 lengths of chain enveloping it.
Yup.
Yeah. So it's not gonna be awake until somebody wakes it up. We're not
Well,
injuring it in any way.
dragging it's probably going to wake the thing up.
Yep.
Alright, so you guys are tying it around to prevent it from moving. So-
Can we pull out all of its spines while it's asleep?
waking it
That
up?
would wake it up.
Probably not.
I mean, I'm freaking sitting here reading through drow poison injury right now just to double check stuff here and there.
yeah,
It technically doesn't give the length of time it's asleep. I mean, I guess the poison for 1 hour could be used as a time frame.
Yeah. It's the 1 hour, I'm pretty.
Correct. Well, let's ask Jeremy Crawford.
No, it says the creature is also unconscious while.
Well, yeah,
1 hour.
it is just 1 hour.
Yeah.
The wording's there, it's just I'm not paying attention to it.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys can bind this up. I want to give complication, but I can't think of my head. If you're managing to do this securely, because once you get the chains around it, the other groups also came with a mountain of rope to just bind every nook and cranny.
Yeah.
Pretty soon, all you're going to be able to see is the eyes poking out between the binding.
It doesn't need to see.
You're right, the eyes are covered too.
Yeah.
We roll a ball, the world's largest ball of twine, back into water. We charge people tickets to see it, and then we sell it off for extra money. There's
By the
always
way,
an angle.
Just all of you, just for a bit of internal lore, Watcher is going to point at the Manticore's wing and shake his head no to imply that this creature can't fly.
Can't fly.
Can't fly.
This specific one who is weighed down.
And-
Well, yeah, it can't fly because of its belly.
Pregnancy, yeah.
So, I mean, you could take the wings if you really wanted to, but that's a.
No.
Let's not maim
No,
the creature after
no.
succeeding so well.
Yeah, let's not mutilate.
Yeah,
the
we better
creature.
get a bonus. We need those guys. We didn't even needed them. Come on.
100% undamaged Manticore.
It's
Delivered
an
through-
it's undamaged. It's been pierced.
If anything,
Three
it is in better shape than when we found it because it's so well rested.
It's
Mhm.
a brand
Will be.
spanking new.
I had a nice sleep. Oh,
Which
God.
reminds me, if we kill the other members, do we get more pay?
No. And don't
Maybe.
mention
I'm
that
not
strife.
I'm not playing that character.
I don't.
That's something
I don't-
Sticks would joke about, and only joke about. But
The
he
Manticore
would make
would
it sound like not a joke.
It would be
Yeah.
in better shape if it was well fed.
Well, we don't have any food.
I look at the other guards.
Oh God!
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, I don't know what you're thinking, but let's just complete the job and get away.
Yeah, let's get back. I mean, we have another task to take care of.
Sorry, I had to deal with the cat real quick.
That's okay. I have cats to deal with too.
Yeah.
One cat.
Hey, where is
Okay.
my cat?
So I heard chatter about killing off the others to get a bigger reward.
We're
No,
not.
no, no, no.
that we're just-
No, God.
Oh,
God,
no.
no. Oh. No,
By the way,
no,
Rio,
no.
you dispelled your cat. Remember, it's
Yeah, what's with my cat? It's not here.
yeah, you dispelled your cat. We're talking about IRL cats.
Yeah.
Oh, that cat.
The cat. The cat from hell.
She'll appear. Eventually, she does.
So.
So with the Manticore practically bundled up like a present on Christmas, you guys are able to attach it to the top of the carriage. The guard of House Fyland, the overseer for this mission, is a bit surprised to see it over and done with so quick. He's not the only one, to be honest.
Well, you hired the best, so you got the best.
You hire. Yeah.
He
Try
makes
to-
a note of that on his clipboard, but rolls his eyes nonetheless.
I mean, I could divulge who he actually hired and why it was taken care of very quickly, but that might be a little too
Might
much
rub off
information.
wrong on the other
Yeah.
members.
Yeah.
And the Manticore is placed on top of the carriage, and you guys can set out back to Waterdeep without even a scratch present on you.
Bring out my pocket watch.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
We get paid yet?
Not yet.
We're moving our way back into Waterdeep, and
Oh fuck! I need to make a detour.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, we are in the farms, right?
Oh yeah.
You're in the farmland,
Yeah.
yes.
I-
Are you
I
wanting
need
to
to-
go? Are you homesick?
Kind of. I need to find a tiefling.
Watcher's probably gonna go with you because let's be honest, you don't need the Kenku to get paid.
No.
Oh, woe is me. To be a man out here where there is man-eating Manticore.
I would mention that if you're choosing to get away from the carriages aren't going to wait for you. You'll be walking.
So if you want to come with me, I can go to the city and then head back. But I really want to get that over with.
Hey,
Hi.
Okay, so the two of you are pairing up for this, and everybody else is riding back with the Manticore.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, why not?
Gotcha. Okay. So those of you returning with the Manticore, because this will be a bit quicker, our route, once it's back to the House of Island, it is sequestered away onto the house grounds. You see it be, the carriage itself be pulled around back as you guys are dismounting out of your own carriage. The guard himself is ready to dole out the payment pretty much immediately. Much better than getting paid later at a later date, like so many people in Waterdeep do, apparently. And you guys are paid the full 300 for basically doing no damage to it,
Sweet.
and also immediately subjugating it. Look at that, making your money back already. And it's 300 total, by the way, not each.
Damn.
Aw.
Yeah, sorry, just to clarify real quick.
It's 300 for our group, 300 for the other group, and
Yep.
so on, or is it?
Yeah, per group. You guys are given 300, the others are given 250.
I tell them, oh, that is more than even a dragon safe. And you
That
did
would
no
be-
work. This was a good day for you.
So,
That would be what, 60 each?
Mm,
What,
Yeah,
300
but
divided by
it's-
like 4?
Why 4?
by 4?
4?
Who's not getting paid?
Yeah, that's my point.
Who's not with us right now getting paid?
Two of us
three
aren't there.
people now.
By the
Good
way.
point! So it's 3!
You know that we know how much they are paying, right?
No, I mean, we all. If anything, it would just be, 3
Oh,
people
no.
who actually shot it and did damage to.
Mhm.
It is bad news, my friend. It was wrong Manticore. We did not get paid. Sigh.
Wrong Manticore!
Wrong Manticore. It's 60 per person.
Yeah, 60 per person, yeah.
Let me roll to see if I believe you. Oh wait, sorry, that was wrong ability.
That's a pretty good sleight of hand right there.
Yeah. No.
That's silver rapier. That's not sleight of hand.
Close enough. I mean,
I mean, you
one
didn't
stab,
lose
one mistake. God. Okay. So those of you in Waterdeep can get paid. Save the payment for the other two that are not there currently, and you
Yeah.
guys can retire back at Pearl Skull Manor unless there's something else you want to bring up now.
Just the additional job that was offered to us. We'll bring it up to the group here, and to those that weren't present last time when he came by.
Yeah, you actually do have the two members that were absent previously, so you can
Yeah.
explain to them what the job was.
Yeah, we have to deliver some pamphlets to some guy named JJ at the news desk, well, the newspaper. At
For him to print in newspaper.
yes,
This sounds far too simple. What's wrong with it?
You know.
we
Last
have
one
to
was
do
simple.
it. You have to do it without being spotted.
Why?
Because he doesn't want it getting back to him.
Why?
Or back to us, for that matter.
Can
Because
Stragobor see pamphlet?
I don't have them on me. He's gonna stop by later on this evening to check again if we want to do the job, but they, unsavory pamphlets. Probably some slander, some lies.
Oh, of dwarves mating. I see now. I would not wish to be
Yes.
attached to that either. And who is offering this job?
The guy who hired us, who hired us to do the last,
Oh,
you know, the one that
Oh.
we know nothing about.
I will no longer ask any questions then.
There you go. Mr. Hossenpfeffer.
So those of you within the Undercliff, go and watch. Rio, you know the land quite well and are able to navigate your way back to your home community if that's what you choose to do so. Or if you have another idea in mind, let me know.
I'm just gonna ask around for the girl. I think Sophia was their name.
I believe you are correct, but I can double check because I have all that information written down in Discord. Sophina.
Sophina. Yeah, I will ask about her. A tiefling girl named Sophia.
Are you asking your parents in particular, or just asking around the local community?
What's with everyone asking their parents this session? The hell?
Family's important. I mean, in your regular D&D group, they don't get mentioned at all because they're probably dead. But
let's-
here in the urban
Yeah,
campaign,
that's fair. Here, let's try
I'm-
and go to his one parent because that'll be fun.
Oh,
it.
now that you mention it, I made Rio the least tragic character I ever made, and you make him a half a hack. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
like a- it was like a-
hag.
You're not half a hag. You're like a drop of hag. You got a drop of hag's blooded. That's
Oh, that
I-
makes it so much better.
It does, but I found it really interesting.
you got a point. I did twist your untragic backstory into something slightly tragic. I apologize.
No, it's fine. It's D&D. It's kind of what you do.
True.
So what happened?
I actually
next
want
up,
to
I'm going to kill Shadow's family. Get ready, guys.
Oh no, not my mummy!
Hey, you made a
Let's
character
be
with a
honest.
loving family? Oh, they ain't gonna be loving for much longer.
Dead!
Strugglebore shows up at the bar covered in elf blood.
Yeah.
Oh god, the biggest insult.
They shouldn't have said that about dwarf.
I'm going to have to kill him now. Now I'm going to have to kill him.
All right.
I
So I interrupted.
try
Here we go.
to leave my family out of this matter for now. I don't want them involved with hacks and demons and shit.
Okay.
For now.
If you're just asking around town, you can find some familiar faces that are more than happy to provide any information they have for you. If you're asking specifically about Sophina, the tiefling girl, you get some knowing looks that you don't quite understand before, let's say, the woodworker that you're talking to, Brent, say, it is happened to you that she moved to Waterdeep shortly after you did, or moved into the city shortly after you did.
Oh, come on. She mainly came here for nothing. How rude.
She didn't make you do nothing, man. You were the one that chose to come out here.
Hey, I'm trying to do something good for her. I think. I don't know. I'll say, do you know anything about her? Why she left? Or why or where? Anything?
The Brent gets a curious look in his eye as he looks towards you and says, well, I imagine she wouldn't be too far from you. She was always following in your steps.
Where is she?
Wow, chicka, wow, 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 wow.
You were more prone to focusing on the tournaments and your romanticization of being a hero and noble than you were Goose, I believe, right?
Oh,
That's how you
man.
describe it.
Wow, chicka, wow, wow.
Senpai is
So-
finally gonna notice her.
Senpai.
Yeah, of course, I noticed. Sure.
Brent looks towards you, looks away, and shakes his head before just nodding along with you.
But I haven't seen her. What does she do for a living? Come on. How can I find her?
He shrugs and says, her family had a trade as a seamstress. She could have found work like that.
Haberdashery.
Oh, better. Oh, no. Hey, Watcher, do you know how to find a tiefling girl? I'm running out of options here.
I just give you a blank stare as I just point back to the silhouette of, or just the walls of Waterdeep above the cliff, which I imagine is pretty expansive despite our vantage.
Extremely so, yes. Yeah, I was curious how you were expected to find just one single person. Granted, the village.
I'm gonna have to call in a favor. I know a guy. His name's Talon.
Oh,
well, you guys...
don't call Talon. Don't call Talon.
I was hoping she would be out of Waterdeep. Now I'm concerned.
Well, there's if you really want her found like really quick, there are private eyes you can hire. Like there is one down the street from you.
Shut the fuck up.
You can hire the guy. You bring up his because he deserves business eventually.
You know what? You're a good friend. I can find just about anything for him.
You could see if YOLO got her.
Tiger's Eye, the private detective business down the street from you.
Now,
it's not like you know any other private investigators.
Nah.
Where would I find that?
So I still have
can you find her somehow? I know it's a big city, but that's what
big
you
city.
do.
But you with people whose names have and you could call in a favor or two, or you could hire somebody to do it in the off time. Okay. So jumping back in with the party somewhat. So the two of you can make it your way back. Long walk, no doubt, but you're not really getting harassed by anybody in particular as you're making your way back through the castle or back through the city. And Rio, you can stop by the H Turner store. Peel back, 'cause I don't remember it now that we've suddenly brought up all the stores from before.
I remember a Dragonborn, but that's all I remember. Golden Dragonborn?
Bookworm's Treasure.
Rishal the Page Turner, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because he's clever and has named it
Bookworm, WYRM.
Yeah. He's so clever.
He's so funny.
And you're buying Skywrite?
Yep.
Skywrite was introduced in Elemental Evil, right?
I can check that real quick, actually, if you want.
It sounds like an elemental evil spell.
Yeah, kind of outlandish and off the bat.
Well, relating to weather.
No, it wasn't Elemental Evil. It's one of the other.
It was in Xanathars.
Yeah.
No, it says here Elemental Evil Player's Companion, Skywrite.
It must be in both. It's officially published in Xanathars then within Roll20.
Yeah, it's in both. Elemental Evil and Xanathar's got everything.
Yeah.
God, I love this phone app. Even tells me what book it's in.
Okay, I have 10 words. I need to write a message of 10 words. How can I do that? I'll do it later.
Sophia, it's Rio. Call me.
Call me.
Call me, maybe.
New phone, who this?
And that's only 5 words. You can add another 5 to that. At Troll Skull Manor. There you go.
It's not Cultural Skull Manor anymore, though. How's she gonna fight?
The Hammer and Quench Tavern.
Just tell.
Oh god, that's exactly 10 words too.
It. All right.
I'll think about it.
Okay, so the ritual takes what, an hour or 2, or to book. I mean, because you're getting the scroll.
Range of sight, target.
Oh yeah, I cannot do it right now. I need to write it in my book and shit. Oh yeah, I need to buy paper. Fuck. I need to borrow some money. Like 20 gold or from someone or something or anyone.
Nudge, nudge, watcher. Nudge, nudge.
Well,
only had an entire party that was recently paid.
Yeah, because I do technically have 20 gold left before I go back and get my cash. So.
Oh, come on. Think of his basement. I can now make advertising for bar. Like Styward would say. Okay,
Watcher will probably just slump his shoulders and look down, open his beak, sigh, and give you the 20 gold.
I love how a lot of freaking the Kanku's goddamn phrases coming from the robot. That's hilarious.
Okay, now I'll buy a shit ton of paper, and I have six gold left. Cool.
Okay. Since you guys have made it back, jumping in with the three, did you guys want to do anything else in particular? You guys have gone over the mission that Nevercaught was offering you.
Yes.
But I haven't heard an acceptance or denial of it yet.
I'm all for doing it.
I am all for money. Speaking of which, I will be at the smithy working. Yes.
Likewise, my friend.
You can find me there. I shall return, eventually.
I'm gonna go to the smithy, start working again. I'm literally gonna work there for as long as I have downtime and available, just like time, until they literally kick me off that anvil.
Okay. I mean, if you guys really wanted, we could set up a downtime week with you guys doing one or two missions in the off hours for it, or just one mission before it, and then do downtime. I think we were talking about doing downtime at the beginning of this, weren't we?
Good times.
Yeah, we were debating about just taking the downtime like right now, but
plans change a lot. I know.
Yeah, especially when we suddenly get hit with new quests involving Manticores and God knows
Well,
what
to
else.
be fair, we kind of wanted to take care of the children before anything.
Right. That's kind of a lead. We don't have anything else to go on, really, isn't there? I mean, now we're looking for a tiefling.
A seamstress tiefling with likely not that much money, a connection to Rio and to Troll Skull Alley.
With a bit of hacking her.
With a bit.
No, let's not judge.
I'm
not
judging.
saying them.
I'm telling you, you need to check with YOLO. You're gonna find her tiefling there.
God damn.
Well, you have.
Yo, I'm telling you, I love horny girls. Look at them horns.
Okay, so for downtime.
I have an idea what to do with my downtime.
I know.
If you guys want, we can set up a week of downtime, and that'll bring us right to the grand opening.
Well, I guess the question is, do we want to take care of that that questionable mission first? Before the downtime?
Questionable mission.
Yeah.
Dead.
I mean, does anybody... I mean, I can easily do it. I've got the potion. I can easily just take them from him and
Oh, there you go.
sneak in.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
why I got the potion of invisibility.
Do you want some help in case something goes wrong?
It would always be good.
I really wish you fed that to the Manticore.
Huh?
Nothing.
Make the Manticore invisible. Yeah, this can't go wrong.
An invisible Manticore. Yes, that sounds like a brilliant
Right.
bloody idea.
It's great. It's wonderful. Where'd the Manticore go? I don't know. He got away, sir.
What is eating me? Why am I being eaten? Why can I not see what is eating me? Horror, scream, agony. Wait, I feel nothing. Oh, I have no body. Shit.
Now it's just a head.
Why can't I feel my everything?
Anyway, so anyone want to help out Shadow, or am I going to play the chase? Fucking no, that wouldn't work in this scenario. That really only worked for the pickpocket thing.
Yeah, because I'm going inside a building to drop this off, so if you
Yeah, she's got an
Yeah,
invisibility potion.
guys or something as someone who's, I don't know, bad with words.
Aren't we all today?
Creativity is bad. So if we get, disguise the rest of wait outside or follow in and pretend like you're looking for someone who's not even there, so,
Form
I don't
of
know.
trash bin.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so Shadow, so you guys are going to stop by Nevercott's haberdashery, take the mission, correct?
Yes.
At what point he would smile towards you, hand over the letter that he'd like you to drop off at the desk. And you
Okay,
guys
real
can-
quick, is the letter sealed?
It is, but it could be resealed or it can be unsealed when you drop it off the desk. He didn't give a specification to that.
Now,
well,
Rio,
we
before
know.
you try...
I'm curious, but I'm not that curious. Can relax.
Okay, because I was
I'm
gonna
trying-
say, text magic first.
I mean,
No. It's okay. I'll read it in the papers. Come on.
that's true.
Yeah,
I mean, that's how we found out
read about it.
Badass went missing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm beginning to think that this is some kind of organization to take out, like it's essentially an anti-noble organization or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People who
Ironic.
Wait a minute.
anti-non-noble born organization.
Wait a minute. Who would we know that has a thing against nobles?
My God, Styx is hired.
Yeah, you fucking boobs! You finally fell in my trap.
What is this?
With all
Drinking
the
Josh
question marks.
boobs? Really?
What?
No,
You expect me to say
it's like
rubes? For fuck's sake, man.
Okay.
they're
So-
against people who weren't born noble because the other noble who wasn't born noble.
I mean, technically, I'm kind of against anyone that sleeps in silk. I mean, that's just my thing. I don't like rich people. Because they have wealth I want, so I take their wealth for myself. And then promptly spend it.
If noble is ill,
Then I will kill you. No.
Alright.
If when you guys pick up the letter, I would mention that since you guys are accepting the mission, Nevercott would toss in that the scandal is surrounding potential devil worship within the upper crust.
I mean, isn't that just like literally any big city in America right now? I mean, hell, look at Seattle. That's basically all they do these
Yeah.
days.
Yeah, I mean, you can find it here and there, but, you know. So, if you guys make it to the Waterdeep Wazoo, in this coming to a late hour now, Shadow, you're going to be taking an invisibility potion and just slipping in.
Yeah. I was gonna go down one of the side alleys so I'm not sitting there guzzling and poof, disappear in the middle of the crowd.
Right.
Yeah. I'd be
And
smart about it.
right. Okay. In that case, I think simply a stealth at advantage from you,
Okay.
just to make sure that there's nothing that goes horribly wrong.
Snake eyes.
26.
Thank God for advantage.
I do have inspiration also, but yeah, 26.
With the 26, it is easy as sliding a hot knife through butter to just slip through the other overworked and tired interns that aren't really paying much attention to their surrounding area. At being at work for too late of a night. You can find the office of JJ stationed between offices labeled for Emir and Stallion, and it's. I'm trying to think of how to make it complicated because I hate just making like a dice and win.
no.
But really,
No.
that seems to be what you guys have accomplished so far.
We're good at that. We're players.
Dragobor in game would have suggested when we're turning in this packet of stuff to the newspaper people, we should put an advertisement for our bar in there.
No.
too.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
it'll get printed.
No!
Crime. Yeah.
No.
No.
Dragobor wouldn't realize it's a terrible idea. He would have just suggested it.
Thankfully, you're not holding the package.
Thank
Julia,
God.
don't worry, I'll make
it's
our
not
name.
a bad idea, but it's a bad idea in this case.
It's a very bad idea.
It's literally
Not a
one
bad
of your
idea,
worst
but it's
things.
bad.
I mean, you could come in after me and bring one in. It's not like we're, you can't even see me, so, type of thing, but
I'm working on a dragon safe.
yeah. You're dragging the safe along. Oh, sorry.
I am furiously polishing cylinders.
So, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
just either, if the door's locked, slide it under the door, or if the door's open to his office, just go in and put it on the desk.
It seems
it's
to be
his
unlocked.
office. So, alright, so I'll step in and set it on his desk, step out, and walk out like I was never there.
Okay. Like a ghost, you fade out of there, and the mission is complete without any sort of hitch.
Yep.
I just want to point out that this better pays good because you spend like 150 gold on this shit.
Well, he did
Yeah.
say that this job was a bit beneath us, so
Yeah, but I also don't believe anything that man says either.
He
That
seems to
is
like
also
giving you
true.
guys compliments, even if they're backwards compliments.
Yeah, they're,
I'll take him to the next level, I promise.
yeah. They're bass awkward compliments, but hey, it works.
Yeah. Okay, so with that mission done and us getting towards night, we could call it here, and we pick up. Yeah, it's nearly 11 here. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we can cut it here, and we'll open up on the 21st of Light, the day of bright swords, and the first day of autumn.
And our week of downtime where I can finish my
And our week of
projects.
downtime, yeah. Pretty much, I'll probably go spend time with family for the week.
Oh, welcome home,
Yeah.
dear. Oh, dear sweet lord, you smell like a dwarf. Why is that? Why?
Okay.
I
One-
will use my downtime to go to that crazy guy in the mountains who was supposed to train me. Go pay him a visit.
really, you're visiting Halam.
For
Yeah.
a few reasons, mostly because on next level I'll get a monk shit,
Oh,
so
real
that
son,
would make sense.
you must wax the floor. That's a cavern. Wax the floor, real son. Teach good kung fu. Hey, are you talking funny?
Wax on, wax off.
Fuck off, real son.
Wax on, wax off.
If you guys are deciding to do a full downtime sort of thing for the next week, just make sure to, I would ask that you just PM me over the week, deciding what your action is going to be for the whole week. And in that case, if I have all of that wrapped up before next Monday, I can just start us off saying what the results are and so forth.
Like I said, I was going to spend time with Shadow's going to spend time with her family and do things for them if anything needs done.
Okay.
I will write every day on the sky, grand opening in 7 days. And the next day, grand opening in 6 days. I will get arrested at some point.
For my entire week, I'm totally dedicating myself to my projects.
And it's
Yeah.
a magical countdown in the sky. It does it on its own. Just stays up there. And
I love the idea of just Rio, like, for the first 3 days, you guys just see this giant skywrite of saying, like, grand opening here, grand opening then, grand opening then. And then on the fourth day, you guys just look up into the sky and saying, get me out of jail, please.
Oh, I can picture that too.
oh yeah,
Not gonna lie,
Help,
that's why I'm gonna
need
do it
bail.
when I'm in the mountain. There is no way they're gonna find me.
That's a very, very interesting use of Skyride, I won't lie, and very useful. We may end up doing that.
A very useful
yeah.
use of Skyrite. Need bail money, please. You know who you are. Come and help.
Oh yeah, I can do it no matter what. It's verbal and somatic, but I can do it. I don't need components. Yes.
Yeah.
Stregobor is
Verbal and
just going to
somatic.
take the week working on the safe, but he's literally like went from I'm going to make like a good safe to I'm like he's trying to make a masterpiece to show off, to make a name for himself and then give to the dragon.
Okay. I'm writing all these down, so give me a sec.
It's okay. It works that way. We know what we're doing at least.
Yeah. Strife, you said you're going to be dedicating yourself to your products.
Oh, totally yes. I'm level 3 and I don't have these yet, and I need these.
Right. Then last but not least, I believe, Watcher, did you want to toss in what you wanted to do for the week, or message me later?
I'll message you later, because I'm having a little trouble wondering what I should do next.
No worries. We got plenty of time. You got a week to decide what you want to do for a week.
Yeah. Convenient, that.
You could tell them every day what you're doing each day.
Day 1, the old guy make me mop the floors. I don't understand why. Day 2, I'm doing laundry now. I think this guy is messing with me.
Day 3, I am now painting cavern walls. I think he's insane.
Day 7, I'm noticing a lot of new muscle tone in my arms.
My strength is now 7, not 6. Cool.
Okay. I'm gonna catch you guys later. I got some
Later.
sleep eventually.
All right.
So see you guys.
Hey, see you next week, guys.
Hylock. See ya, guys.
See ya.
The
Yup, I will see you all next week.
Yep, next week.
Lord almighty. The antics we get into. Now, for the life of me, I cannot remember what the challenge rating on a Manticore is for level 3s. And I keep on thinking Chimera, sadly, so I'm probably even more confused. But anyway, guys, that's it for this episode of Waterdeep Dragon Heist. As usual, I hope you all enjoyed. And if you all did enjoy, a great way of showing your support is by liking the video, subscribe to the channel, and by all means, just sharing it with your nerdy D&D friends. And if you did enjoy this, be sure to tune in Wednesday for my homebrew. Well, not my homebrew, I'm just in it. Or just Monday next week for the continuation of this, where hopefully my gunslinger actually has guns. Hopefully.